All right, check 1, 2. Welcome back. Pregame from Southern Maryland tonight. Revs reliever Josh Martin is our pregame guest.
And it was good. I mean, we, like I said, he was a wild card. You never knew what you were getting.
And live in Jacksonville. What are those?
He really did love baseball, and he sometimes when his you see it from the visiting side of things, his mouth kind of getting to him, but it was out of a place of just pure passion for the game, and that's all it was.
It's on with John.
The York Revolution is on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
It is gone! Game over!
Revs Baseball is brought to you by Wellspan Sports Medicine, People's Bank, Shipley Energy, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Brewery Products, Harvey's Rental, Racehorse Tavern, Flying Feet Sports Shoes, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Dasher Investment Services, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, Royal Manchester Golf Links, Community Progress Council, Fast Signs, York County Bar Association, Philly Pretzel Company, Wolf's Bus Lines, Grand Falloons, PA Lottery, and by Downtown Inc.
Nelly Rodriguez, a walk-off two-run home run!
Right there, he's got it, and this game is over. The
record-setting comeback.
Now, with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the York Revolution, Darrell Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from Regency Furniture Stadium here in Waldorf, Maryland. Welcome to game number 59 of York Revolution Baseball. Tonight, it is game 2 of this 6-game road trip and the middle of 3 in our first visit to Southern Maryland. Revs trying to even things up tonight against the Blue Crabs here this week. Hi again, everybody. Darrell Henry with you. Welcome to another perfect night for baseball here in late June, early summer. Sunny and warm here tonight as we hit the air for game number 2 of this road trip. And the first one, not so hot. Revs got some really strong pitching. Nick Travieso last night, 6 innings, just 2 hits. But one of those 2 hits was a solo home run. Offensively, the Revs were shut out for the first time since the second game of the season back in April when they were shut out at Long Island. It was a 2-0 loss to the Blue Crabs last night. Not much offense to be had. The Revs only allowed 4 hits, but they only managed 3 hits. And Blue Crabs starter Mackenzie Mills went 6 scoreless and found a way to dance around 6 walks last night. And then the Southern Maryland bullpen did not allow a single hit. They are very good back there. The Revs got really good pitching as well, and tonight they are hoping to turn that into a win as Austin Nicely makes the start. And he is coming off one of his best outings of the season last week at home against Lancaster. Finally picked up his second win of the year. Tonight, though, he'll be going up against the Atlantic League's all-time wins leader, all-time everything, Darrell Thompson, who's doing it again. Maybe not quite as dominant as he was last year, but he is 6-2 with a 3.78 ERA as we approach the midpoint of this 2022 season. And it does seem like Nicely and Thompson square off a lot, and it sure does seem like every time the Revs and Blue Crabs face one another, the Revs do face Darrell Thompson, who will see them for the second time this season here tonight. Revs, after the loss last night, are 27-31. The loss did snap a season-best 4-game winning streak. Still 10-5 in the last 15. For Southern Maryland, meanwhile, they improved their league's best record, now 44-16. They've already clinched their postseason berth, and last night we did have another clinch as Gastonia wrapped up the South Division titles, so the first half titles have been determined with still about a week to go in the first half. And the races did not come down to the end, that is for sure. But the Blue Crabs, who lead the North by 11.5 games, also last night improved to 26-5 at home. They've been next to impossible to beat here. But the Revs will try to do so tonight. And as we take a look at what's on tap, brought to you by Brewery Products and Bud Light, here tonight we will have a player feature interview in our next segment, part 1 of 2. As Revs reliever Josh Martin joined us earlier today, coming off another scoreless inning out of the bullpen last night. So we'll chat with him about that and his path to this 2022 season. It has not always been a smooth one for him, so stay tuned and hear about that coming up next. We'll get Mace's thoughts on the pitcher's duel that was last night and tonight's matchup coming up as the Racehorse Tavern Managers Report is around the corner as well. And our first pitch tonight set for 6:35 here in Southern Maryland on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
I'm Ryan Radke with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Day 1 of the disciplinary hearing for Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson wrapped up on Tuesday without a decision from jointly appointed Judge Sue Robinson. But even if the new Browns quarterback does receive a league suspension, don't expect Baker Mayfield to stick around in Cleveland.
I think it's been pretty obvious the mutual decision on both sides is to move on. You know, I'm thankful for my 4 years in Cleveland. There's a lot of ups and downs and a ton of learning experiences that, you know, I'll forever keep with me. But we're ready to move on, I think, on both sides.
The Commanders and wide receiver Terry McLaurin have agreed to terms on a 3-year extension worth up to $70 million in new money. including over $53 million in total guarantees. That from NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. McLaurin has surpassed 1,000 yards receiving in each of the last 2 seasons. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
DQ presents the sound of a summer double play. It's the sound of drumstick pieces and peanuts combined with world-famous soft serve to make 2 all-star treats. The Drumstick with Peanuts Blizzard and new Caramel Drumstick with Peanuts Blizzard. Grab one today or get it delivered at DQ.com. Official treat of MLB. DQ. Happy tastes good.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. You can meet with an InventHelp representative who will keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. And InventHelp's databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas.
Call 800-217-4380. That's 1-800-217-4380.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Welcome back. Pre-game from Southern Maryland tonight. Revs reliever Josh Martin is our pre-game guest. And Jay Mart, thanks for coming on. And great outing again last night. You feeling like you're throwing pretty well here these days?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Absolutely, man. Things are starting to kind of piece together. It's been kind of a up and down ride for me coming back from surgery and taking the past 2 seasons off from it. And so it's been a little more inconsistent than what I want, but it seems like every game is something more is picking up, getting better and better every day.
So what is that story? What's your comeback story? What did you have to go through?
So in the 2020 season, I was signed to play with Sugarland in that Constellation Energy League. I made it 2 games in, and the second game, elbow just kind of blew up on me on a pitch. Was not great. I finished the inning. Had to get checked out. Had a bone spur that had grown back from someone that had been removed earlier. And further looking into the MRI, the doctor was like, "Well, listen, man, your ligament looks terrible. He's like, you can continue pitching on it. We can just patch you up, and you'll probably be in the same boat here in the next 2 years, or we can do the whole thing, get it fixed up for you, and it won't be anything to hold you back, and you can come play as long as you want." And so, talking to my wife, talking to my family, we were like, this is where we have the luxury of. Well, my wife has a good job and working for our parents and stuff that we're like, all right, well, we're in a place and we're young that we can just keep plugging away and see where it takes us. So we decided to get the surgery, had it done in August of 20. They say the 12-month is kind of what you're looking at in recovery, which that puts you at the end of the season and then the 21 season. So it's all the 21 season. And honestly, like that 18 months is kind of what I found where I started kind of feeling like I had strength back in my arm. And now we're coming up on it 24 months, and I can see the velocity starting to slowly come back. And then it's just the consistency of where it just feels like it's supposed to every day. The ball feels more consistent coming out of the hand. It doesn't feel like a foreign object kind of going to the plate.
It's on with Josh Martin. So to this day, is there anything that's part of your daily routine or stretching or anything that you have to do to maintain that?
Well, as far as the arm, it's just more of just the general care. I mean, I'm 32, man. I'm no spring chicken at this point. So, it takes a little bit longer to get loose. And that's one thing I found, especially in that rehab process, is finding a routine that works for my body and works for me. And it's something I stay pretty religious to. And I make sure that I put in the time and effort in the days I don't want to make sure I feel good. And that way I can, whenever Mace calls my name, I'm good to go. It's worked with a pitching group out of Charlotte kind of during the rehab process, and they really helped me along with my mechanics to make sure hopefully I won't run into this issue again and run into some more injuries, and just to kind of use my body more efficiently. And they kind of helped me out, like figuring out some things that are deficient in just my mechanics and deficient and just where I'm not flexible and where my body doesn't like to move, and try to really hammer that and get it to where I can be consistent.
Yeah. And I know for you, mostly sinker slider. And is the sinker something that came naturally as you were throwing, or is that something that you had to learn while you were, developing?
Yeah, I had to learn that. I mean, my whole career, I was a four-seam fastball and a big up and down curveball guy. And the curveball has always been my best pitch and what got me where I was. And so when coming back, one thing out of that group, that tread athletics, we were doing a lot of the metrics that they do now with TrackMan and things like that. We were finding that my fastball didn't have the same ride that it used to. And honestly, the metrics on it were kind of in the danger zone of what they said, like it was really hittable. You're not carrying over the bat, you're not under it. So we started kind of playing around with some sinkers, just like, hey, if we're not going to get carry, let's just try to eliminate all the carry and just try to sink it as much as we can. And it was something that really started playing out of my hand well, the way the ball kind of comes out of my hand. So I was like, all right, well, where I was always that fastball, curveball, and I mixed in a cutter, now I was like, all right, well, now we're sinker. Let's try to make that slider a little bit bigger and more, get more right to left on it. And still keep that up and down curveball, which that curveball is still the one that I'm using primarily right now. And then I'll still get that slider in there. I just didn't want to eliminate that curveball, but it's also the slider plays off of that plane of the sinker a lot better than something that pops up out of my hand.
Yeah, very interesting. Talking with Josh Martin, and you've been with us almost since day one. I guess if you would have been here 90 seconds earlier at the home opener, we might have introduced you. But how have you enjoyed York, your first experience?
Oh, man, it's been great. Actually, I pulled into the ballpark as the Jeeps were pulling out and heading onto the field. So I was like, all right, well, I'll just kind of sit and wait for all these guys to drive by. But, no, it's been good. When I was with Lexington, they were phenomenal. Gave me a shot to play, or with the Genomes, they gave me a shot to play when I hadn't played in 2 years. And so, I'll be forever grateful for that. And when it was kind of a situation, they needed a catcher, and I guess Mace needed a pitcher, and he knew I pitched against him in 2019, so I guess he wanted me, and I was like, all right, man, I hope you know I'm not the same guy I was back then, but I'm gonna bust my butt for you. And that's been great. I really settled in, and from day one here, he was like, you're going to be one of our back-end guys, and we'll get you a lot of work. Where there, I was kind of fitting in, covering some gaps from when I started had to come out. One game I had like 3 innings, and it's like, man, that's the most I've pitched in probably 8-9 years. So, that was it's been good to kind of settle in and find a role and try to be as consistent as I can with it. And the guys here are great. I think we're all starting to kind of really mesh together and kind of hit a stride.
And this is not to get you into any type of trouble at all, but in 2019, you were with Inky in Sugar Land. Was it as wild to play for him as it looked like it might have been from our side watching him and that team?
Oh, man. Yeah, Inky was he was a wild card. He really was. And I really enjoyed it. When I first got there, he was still trying to figure me out as well. I'm not condoning it in the slightest bit, but we had kind of a scruff up with Lancaster, and everybody kind of tends to do that right now. But we had a scruff up with them, and he saw that I was kind of in the middle of it, trying to protect another one of our pitchers, and at that point, it was almost like it was like the old school gaining trust in the guy, and all of a sudden now I'm throwing every other day. And so it was, but it was good. We, like I said, he was a wild card. You never knew what you were getting some days, but, it was still baseball. And one thing you couldn't doubt is his passion for the game. He really did love baseball, and sometimes when his, you see it from the visiting side of things, his mouth kind of getting to him, but it was out of a place of just pure passion for the game. And that's all it was.
That is part one of our interview with the Revs reliever Josh Martin. He's been throwing the ball well, and tomorrow night unless something crazy happens, I'm going to assume that part 2 will be tomorrow. If not, it'll be an upcoming pregame in short order, but probably tomorrow night we'll talk about life back home in Alabama with him, and a very close bond with another former Revs great. So that'll be on part 2 of that conversation with Josh Martin. Appreciate his time here tonight. Right now, we'll take a break here in the pregame. Check in with Mace. The Racehorse Tavern Manager's Report is coming up next.
Nothing says summer like an ice-cold Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Smooth, refreshing, real brewed tea with 5% alcohol. Look for Twisted Tea in the bright yellow cans. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Stacking Benjamins with Joe and his good friend OG not only has great financial insight, it's laid back with humor too.
Joe and his gang.
I'm going to a wedding here in just about a month, so I'm looking for a gift about $100. And there was like a meat thermometer.
I know Elle said earlier that cash and gifts, there's no difference.
If you're so inclined, we have everything we need already. Why don't you help us pay for our honeymoon?
But don't you think that maybe that is a honeymoon aid?
Stacking Benjamins. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Feeling thirsty? Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea is made with thirst-quenching real brewed tea and 5% alcohol. Fun to drink poolside, at the lake, or even play in the back nine. Look for the bright yellow Twisted Tea cans. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Racehorse Tavern Managers Report. Now here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace. Well, last night your team comes in really putting up a lot of runs, but you faced some really good pitching down here last night. And I know we talked about their bullpen as well. I guess we got to see that, unfortunately, too.
Yeah. Well, and they got to see ours too. I mean, we pitched well yesterday. I mean, both, one swing of the bat was a difference, for Travieso when Deluca hit the homer. But I mean, it's a combination of things here. We're not going to take anything away from the pitching for both teams early in the game. The pitching was very good, but trying to see the ball here is a factor too. So. But we're not going to take anything away from the pitching. Both guys they threw the ball great. And as a pitcher's duel where we had some opportunities with runners at third base and less than 2 out a little bit earlier in the game, and we couldn't get anybody home. And, next thing you know, 2 runs is enough to beat you. And when you face good pitching, you don't get a lot of opportunities. So you got to try to take advantage of those. And we just weren't able to do that last night.
Back to Travieso, focusing on the positive, how strong did he look to you?
It was incredible last night. I mean, I think that was actually a better start than what he did in Lexington. Just the way he threw the ball. I liked it. Lexington was really good, so we'll call him 1A and 1B or whatever. Mm-hmm. But, that's a good sign, too. I mean, he was coming off of an injury a few weeks ago. Now he's had several good starts, so that's a good sign.
I see tonight Melky's not in the lineup, but did he come away feeling okay?
Yeah, he came away feeling okay. I just don't know if he's ready to push, you know what I mean? Like really push it yet. So I don't want to, I'm not going to force it. And, at the end of the day, we want him to be a position player in the field, just not DH. So I want to make sure that he's going to be able to run in the outfield and do all those things and then run the bases hard like he does. So we got him in there last night to see some pitching, test it a little bit, and, we'll see how he feels going into the weekend.
And I guess perhaps matchup-wise that works out tonight as well. You're facing DT, so I see you've got your lefties in, and Melky's not the only righty that's getting a rest tonight.
No, everybody on the bench is right-handed tonight, but Daryl Thompson, they named the concourse after him here, right? Daryl Thompson Drive. They have a sign hanging up here behind our dugout. Now, look, we've seen Daryl tons of times over the years, and even the guys on our roster, they've seen him a lot in the past couple of years. So, we know what he's going to do. And then, this ballpark, they're going to make right-handers hit the ball to right field. We talk about it all the time. I think the starters here don't throw as many strikes for them as their relievers do. But the starters for Southern Maryland, they're going to keep the ball on the outside part of that plate for the right-hander. When they do come inside, they go back foot slider, cutter, way down and in. They don't leave anything up in the zone. So if you noticed last night, all the right-handers, balls down and in, you see them moving their feet, getting away from the ball. Those are on purpose, right? That's not a strike. That's a purpose pitch so I can have a shot to open up the outside. So I'm expecting the same thing tonight, except it'll be coming from a right-hander. Daryl, down and away, down and away, down and away, and go from there.
Well, and you've got lefty on your side, nicely making the start, and really turned a corner against Lancaster last time out. What did you think was the difference for him?
The off-speed was way better, and there was a gigantic range and velocity from the fastball to the off-speed. And he needs to do that again tonight.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck here.
Thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason, Racehorse Tavern Managers Report, just wrapping up his home plate meeting with the umpires and Stan Clyburn, and a youngster who helped deliver the Blue Crab lineup card tonight. Blue Crabs are wearing black here tonight, one of their numerous alternate jerseys as we get set for baseball here in Southern Maryland. Revs have faced Daryl Thompson once this year. They had some success against him, but lost the game 10-9. He got the win. The success that they had was all in the first inning. They scored 3 runs on 4 hits. RBI doubles from Reyes, Kenley, Rodriguez, and Carlos Franco all in the first inning. And then he worked into the 7th and did not allow another run after that until an inherited run scored that was charged to him after he left in the 7th. And he is always really tough here at Regency Furniture Stadium. Blue Crabs taking the field. We'll take our final break. Starting lineups and first pitch for game number 59 of the 2022 season. We'll have it for you coming up next.
I'm Dan Patrick, and this is Above the Noise. With the NBA draft now in the past, teams are now forced to address their needs via free agency or trades. There aren't a lot of teams with cap space this year. That leaves the trade market as maybe the only avenue for competitive teams to land a star. There have been a lot of rumors regarding potential deals. The Atlanta Hawks have been one of the more aggressive teams regarding a deal. It's been rumored Atlanta has interest in the Jazz center Rudy Gobert. It's also reported yesterday Atlanta has interest in the Spurs guard DeJounte Murray. Still some time left until the teams can officially come to a deal, but it's becoming clear the Hawks aren't happy with that first-round exit this past year. And if the team is able to land a player like Gobert or Murray to help out on the defensive end of the floor, Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks could once again be in contention for a playoff spot in a packed Eastern Conference. I'm Dan Patrick, and this is Above the Noise. And now, a message from Discover about real rewards. If you're a loyal credit card customer, you should be rewarded for your loyalty, preferably with something that you actually want and something that you can actually use, something like Cashback Match. Discover matches all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year automatically, dollar for dollar, because when it comes to rewards, you can't go wrong with cash back. Finally, rewards that make sense. Discover. Exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations do apply.
Summer is here. It's only June and we have record high temperatures. Ever wish your shorts or pants had air conditioning? You could cut or poke holes in your clothes, but that would take days. Lucky for you, Link Sole has you covered. Link Sole has taken its most technical fabric designed to be moisture wicking and quick drying and added precision holes cut from lasers to maximize airflow for added comfort. Get Link Sole's Boardwalker AC collection, keeping you cool wherever you go at linksoul.com.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Starting lineups are brought to you by Flying Feet as Daryl Thompson goes through his warm-ups for the Revs tonight. It'll be Jeffrey Perez leading off and playing left field. Elmer Reyes at shortstop is batting second. JC Encarnacion is in the 3-hole and playing in right. Nelly Rodriguez at first base will hit cleanup tonight. Carlos Franco, the third baseman, bats fifth. Connor Lean in center field is hitting sixth. Josue Herrera in there DHing. He'll bat seventh. Jack Kenley back in the lineup. He's at second base hitting eighth. And John Nunez will do the catching for Austin Nicely tonight and hit ninth. Again, it's Perez, Reyes, Encarnacion, Rodriguez, Franco, Lean, Herrera, Kenley, and Nunez for the Revs. For the Blue Crabs tonight, they will have Jack Sundberg in center field leading things off. Michael Wilansky, the third baseman, hits second. Jared Walker in left field will bat third. Cleanup hitter is the DH David Harris. Joe DeLuca at first base bats fifth. Raul Shah at second base is batting sixth. Matt Hibbert in right. Ryan Howe catching. Michael Baca at short. Again, Sundberg, Wilansky, Walker, Harris, DeLuca, Shah, Hibbert, Haug, and Baca with Darryl Thompson making the start. He's tied for third in the league in wins, 6-2. 2 off the league lead in victories this year. Teammate Mackenzie Mills got his league-leading 8th last night. 3.78 ERA in 12 starts, and Jeffrey digs in. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch tonight is over for a strike. We are underway. 6:41 for the second straight night, our start time. Maybe they should publish that as the start time, as Jeffrey swings and foul tips one behind the plate. All games start at 6:41. Perez hitting at .230. His on-base percentage up to .323. Obviously, he's got lots of leadoff experience. He bats from the left. And a 2-strike pitch. He swings and he lines a base hit to right field. Jeffrey starts off the game with a hard-hit liner pulled into right. Thompson got ahead of him 0-2, but Perez gets off the hook. Thompson 78 2/3 innings. His first out will tie him with teammate Mitch Lamson for the league lead in innings. 85 hits, opponents hitting .273. Only 13 walks, though, to 41 Ks. That was the 7th lowest whip in the league. And here at home, 5 starts, 2-0 with a 1.59 ERA at home. Here is Elmer Reyes, and he takes a fastball strike. Reyes, one of the casualties last night, had a 7-game hitting streak snapped. Hit in the high 400s on that streak. Thompson sets, delivers, and a swing and a drive, deep left field. Watch this one go way out of here. And bouncing off the clubhouse roof behind the picnic deck in left. Elmer Reyes starts anew here tonight. It's home run number 6 on the season, and a no-doubter puts the Revs on top 2-0. 2 batters into the night. Now with that home run, the Revs have tied the Genomes for the league lead as a team with their 75th. And Elmer becomes the league's second to 70 hits on the season. Here is Encarnacion, who foul tips the first one to the backstop. And it bounced all the way out in front of home plate. He'll walk out and collect it himself. What a start tonight. Reyes hitting his fairly early in the count, but Jeffrey sparking things with the 0-2 single to begin it as JC lays off a ball away. And for Thompson, the 6th home run that he's given up. It's the 1-1 and a swing and a miss, a high fastball. So the Revs have, in both meetings with him, put up multiple runs in the first inning. The key tonight will be to not get shut down from this point forward. As Thompson started his windup but wasn't ready. JC in the 3-hole tonight playing right field. Here's the pitch to him, and it is a called third strike. Outside corner, and Thompson with a K for his first out. Our plate ump tonight is Doug McFarling, who subs into the crew. Can't get enough of him. Mike Williams at first, Jerry Burish, the umpire, at third. Nelly Rodriguez coming up next. Revs a 2-0 head start. Thompson with the pitch. It is a fastball in for a strike. Nelly hitting at .243, 9 home runs. Third in the league in on base, .433. Pitch, he swings and he foul tips one back. Leads the league in walks by a landslide. Revs are in their road grays tonight. The charcoalish tops with the gold trim. Thompson delivers and misses high with it, now 1-2. And again, the Blue Crabs in alternate black jerseys, black hats, a red brim, red trimming. There's the wind and the 1-2, and a swing and a towering fly in left. Jared Walker inching his way back onto the track, and now he'll stop on the front of the warning track and makes the play. And Nelly just missed, hitting one about 8,000 feet. He just got under it.
Now batting the third baseman, number 13, Carlos Franco.
Man, if he squares that up just a little more. Right, 2 down, here's Carlos Franco. The Elmer home run, 361 feet. Left the bat at 98 miles per hour. It came in from Thompson at 87. Now here's Franco, who's got the 40-game on-base streak. First pitch, he swings and he drives one high in the air to deep right center. Hibbert from right, a long run back, and it lands and it bounces up and over the fence, up onto the lawn in right center. And Franco with a ground rule double, and he wastes no time. The streak is at 41. 4 away from the Revs franchise record set 15 years ago. When Nate Espy reached in 45 in a row, Franco right on his heels at 41. And a first pitch double launched to the deepest right center in the league. And that one left Franco's bat at 106.9. The Revs some loud contact here in the first inning. It's their third hit. And here is Connor Lean, 2-0 the lead, and Lean swings and cues one that spins its way to Deluca at first, and he will take it over to the bag himself. Thompson was right there if needed. He was not needed, and the inning is over, but Revs jump in front on Elmer Reyes' 2-run homer, 3 hits in the first inning, 1 runner left. And at the end of a half inning of play, it's the Revs 2 and the Blue Crabs coming up.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving the community for more than 155 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
April showers means May flowers. As spring blooms and lawns are growing, so are we at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Our team at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care is growing, and we're seeking qualified candidates to grow with us. Join our world-class team-based environment and get your foot on the lawn of a new career with the leading provider of lawn care, tree care, and landscaping services in York, Adams, and Cumberland counties. Be part of our team. Find out more at heritagelawnandlandscape.com.
Hey, Fred, did you see that Shipley Energy was hiring CDL drivers?
Really? My buddy works there. He's been driving for them for over 20 years. Must be a nice place to work.
Yeah, I saw online that they're hiring transport drivers and propane and heating oil delivery drivers.
Do you need to have a hazmat?
Nah, they'll help us get one. They also give 4 weeks vacation, benefits like healthcare, and we'll get to be home every night.
I'm going to check it out tonight.
Yeah, man. Go to shipleyenergy.com/drive. and apply. It took me less than 5 minutes.
I'm pulling it up on my phone right now.
This is Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson. Catch York Revolution baseball right here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Well, the Revs shut out on 3 hits last night. They had 2 runs, 2 batters in, and they have 3 hits already tonight for Austin Nicely, who delivers outside on left-hand hitting Jack Sundberg to lead things off. 2-0 the lead. Pronto. Here's the 1-0, and that's a cross for a strike. Sundberg last night did not have an at-bat, but had 3 walks and a hit by pitch. Stole a base, scored a run. Here's the 1-1, and it is low. He's only hitting .227, but his on-base percentage, .393. That's 9th in the league. He's 3rd in walks with 40. Little left-hand hitter pitched to him is across for a strike. It's just 5'11". Last night stole his 18th base, which is 5th most in the league, as he backs out to adjust the batting gloves. There's the wind, the pitch. And he swings and fouls it off. Third base side, way out of play. We'll do it again. Nicely 2-5, a .668 ERA and 11 starts. Tied for 6th in the league in innings, 64 2/3. Fires, and it just missed inside, 3-2. Went off speed that time. Into his windup, delivers, and a swing at a pop fly, left center field. Jeffrey over from left, Lean over from center. It's going to fade back to Perez, looking up with the shades on, and he gloves it for out number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 12, Michael Womansky.
Nicely last Wednesday night, 6 2/3 innings, 1 run allowed, beat Lancaster 6-1. Got his 2nd win of the year. And one of his 2 best starts of the season. 2nd time they allowed just 1 run. Here is Wolanski. He grounds the first one to short. Elmer backhands it, sets, fires, got him by a step. Sundberg worked the full count with a longer at bat. Wolanski is out on 1 pitch. And 2 down here in the 1st inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 24, Jared Walker.
By the way, Jeffrey's starting in left. It's the first time that he's started in an outfield spot other than center this year. Here is Jared Walker, left-hand hitter, batting .246, tied for 4th in the league in homers with 13. And he takes in tight. Fastball at 92. The wind and the pitch. And that's across for a strike. Change up. Mays pointed out the big thing for Nicely last time was better off speed, and the variance in velocity was much better. As he deals, and a swing and a miss. There's a good change up. Just falling apart, down and away. Jumps ahead, 1-2. Grabs a 2-0 lead here in the 1st inning. Nicely to the plate, and a swing and a miss. Boy, he had him fooled. A slider and a half swing from Walker, who couldn't stop. He goes around. Inning is over. 1-2-3 first. Now we'll go to the 2nd here tonight in Waldorf. Revs are on top early. It is 2-0.
WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. We are here for professional athletes, athletes in training, and the weekend warrior. We're the official sports medicine provider for the York Revolution, the York Suburban Trojans, and your weekend tennis team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
What do you dream about when you think of warm weather, beach sand, and a ball? If you're thinking about soccer tournaments on the beach, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is there with you. If the ball in your dream is a volleyball, Flying Feet has you covered as well.
Flying Feet.
Playing in the sand is great fun, but the sand can be hot and abrasive. Don't let it spoil your game. Stop by Flying Feet for a pair of sand socks. Sand socks are lightweight, breathable foot coverings. They keep the sand out and protect your feet from the heat and abrasion. Great for all beach activities, they are available in youth through adult sizes in an array of flashy colors. Before heading to the sandbox of your dreams, visit Flying Feet Sports Shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue and grab a pair of sand socks. We will keep you at the top of your game, no matter what your game.
With signs and graphics, you can say anything.
do anything, be anything. So make your statement with Fast Signs. Stop in today or visit fastsigns.com.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs a 2-0 lead as we start the second inning tonight. Josue Herrera will lead things off. Elmer Reyes, 2-run homer in the first inning, spotting York the 2-0 lead, 2 batters in. Thompson's first pitch of the inning is across for a strike. Herrera up to 270, had a huge weekend at home. It's the 0-1, and it is up and outside at back-to-back 3-hit games Saturday and Sunday. Combined for 5 RBIs in those two. 1-1, and he swings, hits one high in the air toward the corner and right. Hibbert, a long run toward the Revs bullpen into foul ground, and did not come up with it. It's hidden from our view, no clue what happened to him, but could not make the grab, and Herrera will make his way back to the plate. Herrera, who had a total of 4 extra base hits over the weekend, at least one in each game, homered on Sunday, followed by Kenley and Nunez this inning. Thompson the wind and the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Breaking ball in the dirt, smothered by Howe. He'll apply the tag. And there's one away. That is Thompson's bread and butter. Second strikeout tonight.
The second baseman, number 9, Jack Kenley.
Well, here is Jack Kenley, and I'll mention it one more time. I know he wants to stop talking about it, but if you didn't hear Mace's show last night, we got into what happened with him on Sunday, and thankfully he is totally fine. First pitch is a fastball over for a strike, and it's funny because at one point he was just done with the situation, and it became more like, I'm sick of delaying the game, as he swings and foul tips one into the mitt. He is the K-man tonight, but he was guarding the bullpen, got hit on the elbow with a pitch that got away right on the elbow. It's the 0-2, and he swings, hits it foul the other way, off to the left, and it'll settle into the seats in front of their hospitality suite. But I guess the pain of it, I don't know if it hit a nerve. I don't know if anybody knows for sure, but he came back into the dugout and felt faint. Pitch from Thompson is up high, and it was scary for several minutes. They were fanning him off, giving him ice. And he was really white. Pitch, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Thompson. This one apparently has ice cream attached to it. But
now batting the catcher, number 21, John Nunez.
But yeah, it just it made him like pass out, and the blood pressure was really low. But before they even drove him away, he had already bounced back, and he was talking to guys after the game just fine and playing here tonight. Here's John Nunez, who takes a little bit high, but I think he is done with the attention that came with it. Here's the 1-0, and that misses high. So that'll be the last time, but if you didn't hear Mace last night, I know people were concerned, and that's what happened with him, and he is back to being Jack, which is how we like him. As Nunez swings and pops one up foul, left field side. This is out of play. Nunez hitting .238. Revs with a 2-0 lead here in the second inning. 2 balls, 1 strike to Nunez. As Thompson kicks and fires, and it is across for a strike. 2-2. Nunez having an opinion to voice on that strike call. 2-2 pitch. It's inside. He jumps back. Well, it's going to be tough to be worse than Jerry Burish was last night. But I'm sure it can be done. Here's the 3-2. And it's swung on and fouled straight back. StatCast had a lot of misses last night. On the wind, the pitch. It is tap foul behind the plate. Nunez hangs in there. Shadows have moved to behind the mound, but you still have that glare off all the ads in the outfield. Really tough to hit here early in the game. Really tough to face Thompson, period, and then throw them together. What a cocktail that is. He deals, and a swing and a ground ball right side and through the hole. It's a base hit. Now Nunez singles, big turn. He'll force Matt Hibbert to do something with it. And the Revs with 4 hits, the first time through the order tonight.
Number 2, Jeffrey Perez.
Nunez, a 2-out base runner as we go back to the top. And Jeffrey Perez, who ignited things tonight, was down in the count 0-2 and singled. And Elmer Reyes then promptly went yard. 2-0 the lead. First pitch is a changeup away. Our weather tonight brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, 84 degrees and sunny. Slide steps home and it misses low, 2-0. The conditions tough to beat. Normally when we're here in the summer months, it's like 96 with 200% humidity. 2-0, and a swing and a high fly, left center field. Sundberg from center is over, under it waiting, and he makes the grab to end the inning. The Revs down without scoring in the second. No runs on 1 hit, and 1 runner left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning tonight in Southern Maryland. It's York 2, Southern Maryland 0.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed indexed annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester Golf Links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at RoyalManchesterGolfLinks.com.
Hey man, I know how you feel. That guy down the street, the one with the fancy lawn, those weekend get-togethers, the big family barbecues, and the barefoot kids and wife outside working on her tan. Hey, it's no secret. It's greener on that side of the fence. It's Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Greener grass on your side of the fence is just a quick phone call away. For world-class care right in your backyard, call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, 717-292-9994.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Revs a 2-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the second inning tonight. Austin nicely sharp in the first. And he's ready to go, just waiting for David Harris to climb in. The DH leads off. First pitch, fastball is in for a strike. The DH whose initials are DH. David Harris, second in the league in batting. Pitch is just outside. Nunez held it there. He's not pleased. He's hitting .341, only Lancaster's Kelly Dugan higher. Pitch is grounded left side, and Elmer went to backhand it, knocks it down, and Harris will be safe. Well, even if he gets to that, that's going to be extremely difficult. Had to go all the way to the hole and took a backhand stab at it, but could only knife it down. And that is an infield hit. Harris at .341 entering play tonight behind... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Now that it's refreshed, Dugan's fallen behind him, so he is the league leader in hitting. Here is Joe Deluca. Oh, I know why. As Deluca shows bunt, and they appeal to first. He pulled it back in time, evidently. Lancaster finished a day game, and I did all of our stats before their game was finished, but Dugan went 1 for 5 today, so he fell to .338. They lost in 10 innings, 11-10 in Lexington. 1-0 to Deluca. He bunts again and fouls it right over the net and right into the... No, I guess the seats below us. Thought I might be coming up here to our level, but... What is that? Is that a dog? The heck was that thing? It's the 1-1, and he swings and misses, a changeup. That didn't sound like much of a dog, I gotta be honest. Deluca, who homered last night, gave them a 1-0 lead. That's all they would need. Nicely the pitch, and he swings and misses. That changeup looked pretty dirty. That thing was falling apart, and Deluca down and swinging.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 27, Raul Shaw.
Well, here is Raul Shaw. Shaw in there at second base tonight, hitting .255. 3 homers for the year. Nicely with the pitch. It skips in the dirt. Nunez knocking it down. The Blue Crabs do have a lot of these, like, not power hitters, slap hitters that can be role players. And Stan Clyburn, he has expertly figured out how to use them. First half title, pitch is up high. They started 12-1. Then they were 20-3. They never looked back. They got Shaw from the Pioneer League where he was last year. A former Johns Hopkins Blue Jay. Nicely stares over, fires, and a late swing. He shoots a foul over toward the Rebs' first base dugout and bounces out toward Joe Walsh, their first base coach. And, along the way, a first half like the Blue Crabs have had different heroes. Shaw had one of their biggest hits. Nicely the pitch. He swings and he grounds it to third. Franco gloves it, slings it to second. Kenley the turn, got him. 5-4-3 double play. We'll hold that thought for the next time he comes around, but the Revs turn one, The infield hit to start the inning erased. And we'll go to the third. York on top early. It's 2-0.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Celebrating 60 years. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
Hey sports fans, Mike from Keystone Advanced Remodeling here. Let's hit it out of the park on your next home project. Locally owned since 2018, my team at Keystone Advanced Remodeling is tops in York for roofing, siding, and seamless gutters. Don't just take it from me. Check out our 5-star reviews on Google. We serve all of York County and the surrounding areas and have finance options for homeowners. Schedule your next project today. Give us a call, 717-880-8008, or visit us online at KeystoneAdvancedRemodeling.com.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Head to the third inning, 2-0. Revs lead it. We have entered the rave portion of the evening. Elmer Reyes will lead things off. 2-run homer in the first, spotting the 2-0 lead. Darryl Thompson entering play tonight in his Southern Maryland career, making start number 195. 16 complete games, 82 wins, 82-53, with a 3.69 lifetime ERA here. Last year, the league's pitcher of the year, ahead of Nicely, who finished second in the ERA. And Thompson was 16-3 with a 3.20 ERA. Reyes to lead off. First pitch is off the plate away. Thompson now in his 36-year-old season. Fires, and it is just outside. Man, he's still younger than me. 2-0, and that's over for a strike. It didn't used to be that way for me. But I guess if he had been younger than me, he's always going to be younger than me. Here's a swing and a towering fly ball, but pulled foul and left. It's out over the hospitality room. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Reyes, who clobbered that first inning home run. One night after his 7-game hitting streak was halted. Thompson the pitch. It is outside, mishandled by Howe, but doesn't roll far away. 3-2. And who cares if it would have? The Revs would never help themselves to a cheap hit like that. Now the 3-2. And a rip on the ground up the middle. Diving knockdown Shaw from second. And from the ground, he throws him out. What a play. Reyes drilled it again, but Raul Shaw at second dove to the backhand. Knocked it down and then falling to his backside, submarined the throw over to first on the money. Tremendous play. One down. Here is Encarnacion, who struck out looking in the first. First pitch curve, he rips it at third, and a sprawling stab. Wolanski to his feet, he fires, and it is just in time at first. Blue Crabs with a couple of fantastic plays in the infield. And this one, a sharp one-hopper hooked toward the line, and Wolanski goes to a knee, flashes the leather to the backhand to stab it cleanly. And with JC running, you got to get rid of it quickly. He did. 2 away. Here's Nelly Rodriguez, who flied the deep left in the first. He just got under what would have been a home run. Just missed. Rebs lead it 2-0 here in the third. Thompson the pitch. It is over for a strike. Thompson leads the league all-time in wins, now by 8. Over Tim Kaine, the next closest. It's the 0-1, and it dots the outside corner. Strike 2 called. All-time leader in strikeouts. He's 10 shy of 900 entering play tonight. A lead of 120 entering play tonight. He deals, breaking ball, swing and a miss. There's another one. He's got 4 tonight. Rebs are down in order. He also took over the all-time lead in innings in his first start this season. A 1-2-3 third will go to the bottom half. Rebs still leading it 2-0.
People's Bank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at People's Bank Park, with Rebs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner with the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What recreational sport is sweeping the country? It's pickleball, a blend of tennis, badminton, and ping pong. It's great fun for everyone, young and old. Where can you find the right footwear for pickleball?
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes, of course. Come try Acacia, the official footwear brand for USA Pickleball. The Dink Shot and the new Signature Pro models are both designed exclusively for pickleball. It's time for you to get onto the court, but stay out of the kitchen with Acacia Pickleball shoes. You'll find them now at Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Mount Rose Avenue in York.
Need an excavating contractor for your upcoming project? Get it done locally and get it done right with Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating. Locally owned and in business since 2005, Barnes Incorporated Excavating is a small excavating and landscaping business offering demolition, excavating, landscaping, foundations, concrete, sewer and water hookups, lot clearing, welding, fabrication, and more. Located in Windsor at 30 North Blacksmith Avenue, Barnes & Barnes will get the job done right. Call Scott to schedule your project at 717-515-3495. That's 515-3495. Or email him at barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com. That's barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Rebs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
2-0 Rebs lead as Matt Hibbert leads off the home third and takes high from Austin Nicely. 7, 8, 9 due up. Hibbert hitting .202, another one of those little slap hitters. Pitch is swung on and popped up. Nunez to the right of home plate and foul ground. He puts it away. And that's the first out. Again, Stan knows how to get the most out of those guys. They've had an unbelievable start to their season. Here is Ryan Howe, the catcher tonight, hitting a .299 rather. First pitch, fastball missed inside. He's hit below 200 in June, but overall .299, one home run. The wind, the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Late on that fastball, nicely pops that one up there. 91.5. 1-1. And that's across for a strike. Nicely facing Southern Maryland for the first time this year. Now deals, and it is outside. Nunez framed it. They asked to appeal, no swing, the call. Change up a few inches off. One-two, and that misses upstairs. Or that was 2-2, I beg your pardon. Boy, he's got quite the cheering section here tonight. Here's the payoff, and he swings and fouls it off. First base side. It was the most exciting foul ball you'd ever hear. Wow. You can tell it really rubbed off on me. Another payoff from Nicely, and another foul. This one tipped back into the netting. Howe making Nicely work for it. We'll try it again, fires, and it's a called third strike. 3-2 changeup on the inside corner. Howe is punched out. It's the third strikeout for Nicely tonight.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 3, Michael Baca.
Now with 2 away, Michael Baca, the hitter. It's another one of those slappy hitters. First pitch is high. Baca hitting .225. 2 home runs. Plays good defense, though. Puts it in play, can run. As Nicely delivers a strike. Here at home, he's hit just .146. Line, the pitch, and it is a little bit high. Another changeup. Revs a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the third inning tonight. Nicely fires, and a swing and a pop foul back over the roofs. Foul ball brought to you by Window World. As we hear the shattering sound effect here at Regency Furniture Stadium. Now the 2-2. And a rip it short. One hop, juggled by Elmer. He collects it, fires to first, and got him just in time. Reyes stays with it. One hopper to the backhand, and a slight juggle, but he grabbed it against his midsection, got the laces, and threw it across. 1-2-3 inning. Nicely's faced the minimum through 3. And the Revs lead it 2-0 as we go to the fourth.
Named one of the best advisors in the state and the country, Kevin Smith and the team of Smith Wealth Advisory Group can help you develop a customized retirement income plan. As specialists in retirement planning, they will guide you on Social Security, pension choices, 401k and retirement plan rollovers, required minimum distributions, taxation, and optimal distribution strategies. For all your retirement planning needs, contact one of the nation's best, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, located right here in York. Jenny Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Why do we love baseball? For 150 years, it's our uniquely American symbol of summer. It's hot dogs with mustard, caps and gloves, the green of the grass, the crack of the bat, the freedom of youth, and best of all, the taste of the beer. The York Revolution proudly presents Brews and Bats, Saturday, July 9th, bringing beer lovers and baseball lovers together. $25 admission gets you 8 4-ounce samples of the finest craft beer creations their very own local breweries have ever made. Dozens to choose from, right on the concourse, where you can sip, savor, and feel the joy that only a ballpark can bring. Plus, the chance of a lifetime to take real live batting practice at home plate. Hit the target beyond the outfield wall, and you didn't just go yard, You just won $10,000. Activities for the whole family, food everywhere, and live music from Honey Pump. So bring everyone you can bring to Brews and Bats. Saturday, July 9th, noon to 4 at People's Bank Park, York. Tickets at yorkrevolution.com/brews. Sponsored by the York Revolution.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the fourth, Revs with the 2-0 lead.
Now batting the third baseman, number 13, Carlos Franco.
Carlos Franco to get things started. He saw one pitch in the first inning and launched a ground rule double to deep right center. The on-base streak up to 41. And here is Thompson's first pitch of the inning. It is over for a strike. Franco, Lean, and Herrera. The 0-1, curveball, swinging a foul tip behind the plate. Well, since the home run, Thompson's retired 9 of 11. 7 of 8 since the Franco double. And there's that little dog again. There's the pitch. And it's in at the knees, a called third strike. Franco rung up. 5 strikeouts for Thompson tonight. That little dog reminds me of some of Southern Maryland's hitters. A little yappy, little ankle biter. There's Connor Lean, who grounded out to first his first time up. That's like one you could carry in your purse. As Lean takes a curveball strike. Not that there's anything wrong with that. There's one I was introduced to the other day that has my name on the back of its shirt. There's a fastball over for a strike. 0-2. That made my day. Thompson fires. Curveball, swing and a miss. And he will thumb that super slow curveball up there. Did that to Lean. He's now got 6 strikeouts.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 7, Josue Herrera.
2 down, and here's Herrera. He was a strikeout victim his first time. First pitch here, a swing and a miss, change up. Yeah, that curve to Lean was 68 miles an hour. And the 6 strikeouts tonight ties Thompson's season high. He did that in York, May 31st. Pitch here is swung on and drilled. Right field, Hibbert gets turned around. Going back, though, and he makes the play. Reaching up with 2 hands above his head as he went backward onto the warning track in deep right. And he made a great recovery. Herrera hit it 348 feet, 103.7 off the bat, but nothing to show for it. And Hibbert recovered. He made a catch like a receiver in the back of the end zone there. 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. It's still 2-0 York.
This is Revolution Manager Mark Mason. I love a great local neighborhood bar, and no matter what night of the week, Racehorse Tavern in Thomasville has something for you. Open 7 days a week, 3 till midnight, Monday through Wednesday, noon until 2 a.m., Thursday through Saturday, and Sundays noon to midnight. Live music every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, karaoke every Thursday, and bike nights Thursdays throughout the summer. Plus pool league Sunday through Thursday, and a 4-season patio with full bar and food service. Stop in to visit my pal Jim DeLisio at the Racehorse Tavern, 738 North Beesicker Road in Thomasville. For more info, visit their website at racehorsetavern.com.
You walk into the new Capital Blue Cross Connect Health and Wellness Center in York, you walk toward wellness. The center, now open at the Apple Hill Medical Center, connects you to savings on healthcare services and prescriptions. It connects you to fitness classes, wellness events, biometric screenings, and more. And it connects you to people who can answer your questions about health insurance. So come find the new Capital Blue Cross Connect Center in York, and come find your healthy place. Capital Blue Cross is an independent licensee of Blue Cross Blue Shield Association and a proud sponsor of York Revolution Baseball.
Drunk driving prevention is a priority at Anheuser-Busch. You can't drive drunk if you don't drive there. Encourage friends to sign the Decide to Ride petition on DecideToRide.com. Brought to you by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, Uber, Brewery Products, and WOYK. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Austin nicely facing the top of the order again. First pitch strike to Jack Sundberg leading off the home fourth. Revs a 2-0 lead. 0-1. It is on the outside. It's a called strike. Sundberg flied to left his first time up. Nicely ready. Winds and fires. And it's down low. Slider missing. 1, 2, 3 in their order. Sundberg, followed by Wilansky and Walker. Pitch. Called. Third strike, and Sundberg cannot believe it. And looking at pitch cast, it was out there, but nicely with a slider gets the call. His fourth strikeout of the night. And Sundberg peeved. One away. Here is Wilansky, who grounded out to short his first at bat. First pitch is over for a strike. Could you imagine? Now, this is not taking anything away. Not that they care. They're not listening, but pitch here is a little bit low. But remember how, like back in the 90s, the outside strike got so big for guys that could show that they could put it there time and again. Maddox, Glavin, talking about you as Wilansky swings and misses on a high fastball. But could you imagine if there was StatCast back then? Pitched from nicely. It is outside. Nunez tried to frame it. It's about the same margin off the plate as the one that was called on Sundberg. Down to 2-2. And that one dumped in the dirt. But if StatCast was around back then, it would have at least started some conversations. It was definitely a different game. It was the wind and the payoff. And it just missed inside. Nicely asking what was wrong with it. 3-2 slider. And Wilansky is on the walk. The first walk that he's issued tonight. One out base runner for Jared Walker, who struck out his first time. Nicely got him on a half swing on a slider, fooled him in the first inning. First pitch here, it is down low, trapped by Nunez, who keeps it in front. Change up in the dirt. Revs 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Blue Crabs, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. 2-0 here in the fourth. Nicely the 1-0. And there's a fastball strike. Facing Walker left on left. Now, these guys facing each other tonight were 1-2 in the league in ERA last year. The 1-1 and a check swing, foul tip right at the plate. Thompson had a 378. Or that's this year. Thompson had a 320. Nicely had a 374. Which made him the top lefty. Now ready. And the 1-2. Swinging a foul tip into the net. And those guys did it last year. It was the most bizarre year in league history, probably, definitely, and the most challenging for pitchers. I'm glad we're past it. Nicely ready, the 1-2 again, and it misses down low. 1 on, 1 out here in the fourth. Walker now works it even, 2-2. Now time is asked for. Now set. Nicely the 2-2. And a swing and a jam shot. Roller up the middle. A base hit into center. And Wolanski never slowed down. He busts it all the way to third base. Lean had to come in on it as it crawled into shallow center. Kenley went to a slide behind second, but no play on it. And it's first and third with 1 out. It's their second hit of the night and their first to reach the outfield. And it's first and third for David Harris, who had the other hit, an infield hit, back in the second inning. And Harris in the second, erased on a double play. Nicely had faced the minimum through the first 3 innings. First and third, 1 out. And the first pitch, he swings and he lines it to shallow right center, falling for a hit. Wolanski made sure it got down. He comes in from third to score. It's 2-1. And Harris on the first pitch floats a soft liner into shallow right center. The Blue Crabs are on the board. Walker up to second on it.
The first baseman, number 10.
Harris, a .415 hitter with runners in scoring position, drives in his 43rd of the year. Now the lead is cut in half. Here's Joe Deluca, who struck out swinging his first time up. Nicely with the pitch. Did that cross up Nunez? That bounced right off of him over to the right of home plate. And I think we had a cross up. Both runners move up on a pass ball. As nicely a Nunez exchange a brief word, and they will now operate with second and third and 1 out. The Blue Crabs making some noise here this inning. 1 ball, no strikes on Deluca. And nicely with the pitch to him. He swings and he taps one foul right behind home plate. A high changeup. Deluca spent a lot of time. They, for some reason, called that a wild pitch, which I do not think is correct, but anyway, Deluca spent a bunch of time pregame taking it upon himself to rake the area at first base. This field is not great. Pitch. He swings and misses, chasing a changeup down and away. I guess there's a slope. He's playing first base again tonight. See, there's parts of the field that are pretty offensive. Nicely delivers, and a swing and a fly ball to right field. Going back on it deep toward the corner is Encarnacion. He reaches backward and makes the play, but it's going to tie the game. Walker tags and comes in. It's a sac fly for Deluca, and the game is tied 2-2. Perez goes to third on it. Encarnacion running it down in the deep right field corner, but nicely upset. As soon as he threw that pitch and saw it leave the bat, that was not where he wanted it. Slapped his glove in disgust. And Deluca, who was his teammate for a bit in Evansville in the Frontier League, nicely got the better of him the first time. This time a sac fly, and here is Shaw, who slices a line drive base hit to right, and the Blue Crabs take the lead. Harris in from third to score. It's an RBI single the other way. And Raul Shaw goes after the first pitch. Southern Maryland has put up 3 in the inning.
Number 4, Zach Hibbert.
Well, I promised you a story about Shaw. Earlier this year, he had a game-tying pinch hit 3-run homer with 2 outs in the 9th against Long Island. He was the Pioneer League batting champ last year. Here is Matt Hibbert, and he swings and misses at a changeup away. Well, Thompson has yet to allow anything since the first, and the Blue Crabs have now given him the lead. Hibbert a foul out to the catcher his first time. It's the 0-1, and it is on the inside corner for a strike, a changeup. Each team now with 4 hits. Nicely fires and bounced it in front of the plate. Nunez got a clean block, throws it down to second, but Shaw took off and he'll make it. The throw pulled Kenley over towards short as Nunez used the chest protector and then had to try to throw it as he was scrambling to grab it. And that'll end up being a wild pitch. Lean and Encarnacion right now battling their retinas as the sun sets behind the stadium. Those two still shading their eyes. Pitch to Hibbert. He swings and chops it to third. One big hop to Franco coming across. He gloves it and guns to first to end the inning. But Southern Maryland puts up 3 hits in the inning. And 1 runner left. Revs trail for the first time tonight, 3-2, as we go to the 5th.
Are you an employer looking to diversify your candidate?
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day, on your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
York's biggest and best Independence Day celebration is back with the winning trifecta. Celebrate America's birthday with America's pastime, patriotic music, and the region's most spectacular fireworks. July 4 York, presented by Traditions Bank, combines the fun of a York Revolution game with the return of the York Symphony Orchestra and a dual fireworks display. Bring the family to the home of the York Revolution before the July 4 game for the free Planet Fitness judgment-free fun zone.
Then the Revolution takes on the rival Lancaster Barnstormers at 4:30.
Next, it's a free concert and sing-along by the York Symphony Orchestra and Chorus, presented by WellSpan Health. Finally, the grand finale, a free dual fireworks display presented by Gladfelder Insurance, launched from inside and outside the ballpark. Get your tickets today at July4York.com. That's July4York.com.
Head of the fifth inning, it is 3-2 Southern Maryland. Blue Crabs a 3-run rally on 3 base hits. Jack Kenley will lead things off. Struck out against Thompson his first time up. First pitch is on the inside corner for a strike. Kenley, Nunez, and Perez to the plate this inning. As Thompson deals home and a swing and a foul tip back off the net. That was the changeup. The lights beginning to come on here at Regency Furniture Stadium. Pitch from Thompson, breaking ball, bounced right side. Takes a high hop to Shaw, who gloves it coming toward first and dumps it off just in time. Man, if you're playing up at the lip of the grass and you get that hop on a hard hit grounder, your teeth are in trouble. But in that case, it made it easier for Shaw. Bounced right to him. Now, one down. Here is John Nunez, who singled to right his first time. Revs down 3-2 here in the fifth. Thompson strides home and a swing and a miss. Change up. He has retired now 8 straight since the Nunez single, which came back in the second inning. The 0-1 and a swing and a foul the other way off to the left. Oh man, it's a kid playing catch behind the Legends Club on the concourse, and I banged the fence right above his head. It's the 0-2. Curveball, swing and a miss. It's vintage Darrell Thompson right now. That's 9 in a row, and he's got his 7th strikeout of the night. 4 of the last 6 hitters down on strikes. Strikeout number 897 in his Atlantic League career. Here is Jeffrey Perez at the top, 1 for 2, singled and scored in the first. First pitch, curve, he tried to backdoor it, didn't get it. And he tries to bunt his way on toward third. Wolanski bare hands, throws, and can't get him. And Jeffrey breaks up the streak of 9 in a row retired with a perfect bunt single. What a great time for that. Wolanski back a bit, and he did all he could charging and barehanding. But Perez with his speed legs it out. That's refreshing to see somebody willing to do that. And here is Elmer Reyes. First pitch fastball is in for a strike. Reyes 1 for 2, a 2-run homer in the first inning. time is asked for, and he backs out. Jeffrey has been running here lately. Had a steal last night. His 7th of the year. Not going. Pitch to Reyes. Swing and a miss. Big slow curve rolling up there. Perez had a steal Saturday night as well. Thompson ahead now 0-2. That last curve at 68 miles an hour. Pitch. It's a curveball. Swing and a miss. Tag applied. And Daryl Thompson has 8 strikeouts through 5 innings tonight. No runs on 1 bunt hit. 1 runner left. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Here in Waldorf, it's the Blue Crabs 3 and the Revs 2.
Planting a tree, putting in a fence, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
With its selection of delicious wings, cheesesteaks, and seasonal specials, Granfalloon's Tavern is the place to be all summer long. Located in downtown York, Granfalloon's even features live outdoor music every Saturday night. Open daily at 4 p.m. and noon on Fridays and Saturdays. You can even park in the City Hall parking lot after 5 p.m. Granfalloon's Tavern is a great place for all ages 21 and up. For more information, visit falloons.com and come out to enjoy.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Revs trail 3-2 as we head to the bottom half of the 5th. And nicely looking to bounce back. Ryan Howe leads off, and he swings and lifts one to left field, not deep. Jeffrey in and squeezes it. Little looping fly ball for the first out. We've got problems here.
Number 3.
We've got real problems. My pen has run out of ink. I know we had this issue earlier in the year. Here is Michael Baca, who takes a strike. So this thing lasted since April. In the life of a pen, I don't know if that's... I guess that's pretty good. As Baca swings and fouls it off first base side. I'm not too interested, though, in how good that is right now. I need something that works. Baca grounded out to short his first time. Pitched from nicely. It's tapped foul at the plate. Nicely fires and bounced it up there in front of the plate. Nunez wore that one. I wonder if the hotel will have any nice pens I can steal before we leave tomorrow. Pitch right there at the knees. Strike 3 called. Baca is punched out. And nicely with his 5th strikeout tonight. Fastball at 91.7 to be exact.
The center fielder, number 9, Jack Sundberg.
I need like a feather and ink. Here's Jack Sundberg at the top. He's flied out, struck out. Pitch from nicely, fastball strike. Right down the chute. Revs trailing 3-2 here in the fifth. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a miss. A changeup. Sundberg tried to step out, clear the hips, and kill it. He came over from the Frontier League with the New York Boulders last year, formerly known as Rockland. Pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. A slider and Sundberg down for the second time on strikes. A 1-2-3 fifth with 2 punch outs for Nicely, and he does bounce back in the fifth inning. We'll go to the sixth here tonight. Revs still trailing 3-2.
Hey, Fred, did you see that Shipley Energy was hiring CDL drivers?
Really? My buddy works there. He's been driving for them for over 20 years. Must be a nice place to work.
Yeah, I saw online that they're hiring transport drivers and propane and heating oil delivery drivers.
Do you need to have a hazmat?
Nah, they'll help us get one. They also give 4 weeks vacation, benefits like healthcare, and we'll get to be home every night.
I'm going to check it out tonight.
Yeah, man. Go to shipleyenergy.com/drive and apply. It took me less than 5 minutes.
I'm pulling it up on my phone right now.
Penny Pretzel here from the York Philly Pretzel Factory. I am live at the Revolution game, and the batter got a hit. He just ran past the bases and into the stands, and I can't believe my eyes. He's making a line drive right to the York Philly Pretzel Factory concession stand. Looks like he's ordering a pretzel with cheese dip. Now where's he off to? He's headed straight to our store at 2058 South Queen Street, York. The umpire is now shouting, "It's good, it's great, it's the best pretzel ever!" Looks like another home run.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Head of the sixth, Revs trailing Thompson and the Crabs 3-2. My counterpart Austin found me a black pen in the Blue Crab press box, so we're back in business. As Encarnacion leads off in a swing and a miss at Thompson's first offering. JC tonight has struck out and grounded out. Thompson dealing now. JC trying to get time called, and it is granted as Thompson was stepping into his windup. Not sure that he was thrilled. He's at 65 pitches through 5, nicely at 73. The 0-1, curveball, swing and a miss. Clearly, Thompson can still rack up the strikeouts. And obviously, he is not doing it with big velocity. Here's the 0-2. Fastball missed inside, made JC move his feet. So now the next one is probably soft away. I'm sitting on that if I'm JC. Here's the pitch. And I would have been wrong, and he's rung up. There's a cutter at 82. Not the big slow curve, but JC thought it was off the plate. He was a little miffed, and that is strikeout number 899 in Thompson's Blue Crabs career. 9 tonight. And 1 down here in the sixth. Here's Nelly, who's flied out to deep left and struck out. Last 3 outs on strikeouts as Nelly swings and misses. Fastball. Oh, that was up at 90. Thompson let it rip. last 3 outs and 6 of his last 8, all on strikeouts. Here's the 0-1, and it misses down and away. Also, if you work quickly here, you can use that glare from the outfield to your advantage for more outs in the game. 1-1, curveball, it's low, and not taking anything away from Thompson. There's still a little of it. Shadow's now getting about halfway up the batter's eye in center, but it's the ads behind it and above it in the hitter's sight line that are really problematic. The 2-1, and a swing and a line drive, hooked to the gap in left center, and it is down, and one hops the fence, and Nelly on his way into second. He's got himself a stand-up double. Has doubled in back-to-back nights to the same area. The Revs with their 6th hit.
Now batting the third baseman, number 13, Carlos Franco.
Oh, he represents the tying run, and here's Franco, who tonight is 1 for 2, and had a double to deep right center in the first inning, giving him an extension on that on-base streak, now at 41 games in a row. Thompson has his sign from Howe. Delivers home, and a changeup. It's a called strike. Down and away. By the way, the Blue Crabs as a team, second in the league in ERA, 3.79. Only Gastonia at 3.38. It's a better staff ERA. 0-1 out of a slide step and a missed away fastball. And they've issued the fewest walks, and here at home, and the Blue Crabs have been great on the road as well, 18-11, but at home 26-5, and they have a 2.76 ERA here. There's the 1-1, and it's a breaking ball for a strike. A cutter, actually, not a breaking ball. Little tail at the end. Opposing teams coming in here have hit just 233. Thompson is their player pitching coach. He slide steps home, and a changeup misses low. So how motivating do you think it is if you're on that staff and you see your pitching coach go out and do what he does? And I guess Matt Latos doesn't have that title, but he passes along a lot of veteran knowledge as well. Thompson did get to the majors with Cincinnati. 2-2, curveball, bounced foul over by the Revs' first base dugout. Revs trail 3-2 here in the 6th. Thompson the stretch. Delivers, and a line drive base hit left center. That's going to tie the game, and it's going all the way back up the alley. Nelly around third to score, and Franco in with his second double of the night. A laser the other way over short, and it hit the grass in the gap and did not stop until it got to the fence in left center. And Franco, an opposite field double, drives in his league-leading 64th, and we are tied at 3 here in the 6th inning. That ball scalded 108 off the bat. What a specimen he is. And we talk about all the RBIs leading the league. Here's Lean. Curveball line drive, but he pulls it foul down through the Blue Crab bullpen and left. And Franco's runners in scoring position average is 362, if you're wondering. 17th double. That'll tie him for 4th in the league, and his 37th extra base hit. Now leads the league again in both total extra base hits and total bases for the year. Now Lean trying to give the Revs the lead again. Here's the 0-1, and a fastball and misses down and in. 3 runs in 6 innings against Thompson is pretty good. Back-to-back doubles from the big boys, Nelly and Franco. And a pick play on, second baseman cuts in. Franco back standing on the spin move with Shaw coming over to cover. One, and a swing and a miss. Fastball. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention on that double, it hit the grass in left center and sand sprayed up. Not sure what's on that field. Pitch, curveball away, and Lean doesn't budge. It's 2-2. Revs now out hitting the Blue Crabs tonight, 7-4. Now the 2-2, and it is off the plate away. Cutter. And Lean works it full. On the 3-2, curveball, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 900 in Daryl Thompson's Atlantic League career. It's his 10th tonight. And he has now struck out 130 more than anybody else in league history. He went flying past former Long Island Duck John Brownell last year. And he did it in a game against York, I believe, last June, like just over a year ago. 2 down. Here is Josue Herrera. He grounds one toward the middle. Shot can't get to it. It's into right center. Franco around third. He'll score. And the Revs retake the lead here in the 6th inning, 4-3. On Josue Herrera's RBI single into right center. And he hit it on the ground, and Shaw, who might have had him played to pull somewhat, went sprawling to his right, could not keep it in the infield. And Herrera now has driven in 6 in his last 3 games played. He blasted one to the track, his last at bat that got caught. And this time, more of a seeing eye variety and gets the job done. Here's Kenley, who takes inside. Now the Revs with their second 2-run inning tonight and have gone back in front after Thompson had held him down since the 1st inning. Kenley struck out and grounded out. Pitch to him, he swings and fouls it away, left field side. And right past a couple of the Revs' wives who are pushing strollers on the concourse. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thompson ready. And the pitch. Swing and a line drive to the alley in left center field, and that's down for a hit. And one hops the fence. Herrera at third. Polo frantically waving him. Bach of the relay, home, the tag, and Herrera is out at home plate. They tried to score him from first. It's a short left center, but it required a perfect transfer, and they got the job done. 7-6-2. Jared Walker gathered it, got rid of it to Baca, who relayed home. Kenley doubles. But the Revs will settle for 2 in the inning as they do go back in front. 4 hits, 3 were doubles, 1 runner left. York up 4-3. We go to the bottom of the 6th.
Beer enthusiasts rejoice. A brewfest that marries your love of craft beers and America's favorite pastime, baseball, all in one spot. It's Brews and Bats at Peoples Bank Park and the home of the York Revolution on Saturday, July 9th from noon to 4. Your $25 ticket gets you 8 4-ounce samples from your choice of dozens of craft beers from local breweries. You can also step up to the plate with free batting practice on the diamond. Local band favorite Honey Pump will provide the live music, and there will be plenty of food, alcohol, and beverages to make it a great Saturday. Come early to take swings from live pitches, and if you hit a home run out of the park and hit a target, you will win $10,000. There will be activities for the entire family, so bring your team of family and friends to the ballpark for Brews and Bats, Saturday, July 9th from noon to 4. Tickets are limited. Get yours now at YorkRevolution.com/brews. That's YorkRevolution.com/brews. Sponsored by the York Revolution.
April showers means May flowers. As spring blooms and lawns are growing, so are we at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Our team at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care is growing, and we're seeking qualified candidates to grow with us. Join our world-class team-based environment and get your foot on the lawn of a new career with the leading provider of lawn care, tree care, and landscaping services in York, Adams, and Cumberland counties. Be part of our team. Find out more at heritagelandlandscape.com.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs back on top, and Austin Nicely delivers a strike to Michael Wilansky, leading off the home 6th. 2, 3, and 4 in the order. It's 4-3 York. Pitch here is swung on and hit in the air in right center. Long run, Encarnacion. It carries deep, and it's over his outstretched glove. Cuts it off on the track, gets it in, but it's a leadoff double. I'm not sure that he took the best route to that. He started straight over and then had to keep going back deep with it as it continued to carry. And a leadoff double as the Blue Crabs look to answer right back. Polo sending Herrera. I thought it was the right move. Facing Thompson, who knows how many hits you're going to rack up. Nunez would have been the next hitter. He did have a hit earlier, but tough to get opportunities off Thompson as Jared Walker lays off a ball in the dirt. So Nicely facing the heart of the order now a third time. Walker 1 for 2, singled and scored in the 4th. Tying run at second immediately. There's the 1-0, and that's down and away. Nunez sliding over with it. Set nicely to the plate. Fastball a little low. This is a tricky situation, not an impossible one to get out of unscathed, but it's the part of the order that hurt him back in the 4th. 3-0. Ooh, that was a strike. Nunez kind of muffed it. He kept it in front. Guess just not a clean catch, but I was concerned he got crossed up again. Pretty sure they had a cross up back in the 4th. Now the 3-1 and a swing and a foul tip. as Walker just gets a piece. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nicely comes back to fill it up. David Harris on deck, the cleanup hitter. It's been a great matchup tonight. It's become a back-and-forth battle. The 2 pitchers who finished 1 and 2 in the league in ERA last year. Nicely set, delivers, and bounced it in front of the plate. He came back to go full, but walks Walker. He had to stop and let Nunez scamper around him to get to that ball after he blocked it in front. He just spiked that one in front of the plate.
The designated hitter, number 14, David Perez.
That'll put the first 2 on. That is nicely second walk tonight. Has 6 strikeouts by comparison. Here is David Harris, who's 2 for 2, an infield hit and kind of a bloop hit that drove in a run. He swings here, launches one high and deep in left field, and it is gone. Out over the seats on the deck in left, and out toward the parking lot. David Harris, his 8th home run of the year, is a damaging 3-run shot. And the Blue Crabs now lead it again. It is 6-4. Harris 3 for 3. He's driven in 4 on the night, 3 on that swing. And his 8th home run puts Southern Maryland on top again. Rebs with 2 2-run innings. The Blue Crabs now with 2 3-run innings. And here is Joe Deluca. First pitch, fastball is low. Well, Harris, he had hit it softly for hits his first 2 times. This one left the bat at 106.6. As nicely delivers a strike. The home run traveled 399 feet. Pitch and a check. The ball in. They appeal it, and Deluca held off. That was a no-doubter. Jeffrey just turned, but there was no point in going back. Deluca, a strikeout and a sac fly tonight. The wind from Nicely, the pitch, and a line drive, left field, hit hard, but Jeffrey over toward the alley, and he's there to squeeze it. And that is the first out. That one left the bat at 102. Here is Raul Shah, who's 1 for 2, had an RBI single in the 4th. First pitch from Nicely, misses high. The Rebs down again, 6-4. .1-0 pitch, and it's swung on and fouled the other way. And if you look at it from either side, if you're Southern Maryland, Thompson's pitch count is still manageable. They are only now getting somebody lightly tossing in the bullpen. As Nicely delivers and a swing and a looper at first. Nelly backtracking up the line, and it lands fair. It's a bloop hit. And he went to grab it on a hop. Juggled it. JC coming in, picks it up. Shaw will hold with a single, but perfect little pitching wedge out over first.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 4, Matt Hibbert.
Matt Hibbert next. Those 2, 3, and 4 hitters have scored all 6 runs. The 3 in the 4th, the 3 in the 6th. Here's Hibbert, who's fouled out to the catcher and grounded out to third. They have a right-hander getting loose. Pitched from nicely is low. But if you're on Southern Maryland's side, it's like our living legend is still in this game. Let's try to get it back for him. If you're on the Revs side, you've had 2 great innings tonight against the league's all-time best, and now you're trailing again. It's like, can you do it a 3rd time? There's a foul tip to the backstop. They're going to have to. (6-4) the score. Now nicely the stretch. And he fires. It is swung on and missed. Change up. Nicely going up over the 90 pitch mark. Thompson at 88. Ready with the 1-2. And he bounced it in front of the plate. Nunez deflects it over to the left. And Shaw read that and takes off for second. That'll be a wild pitch. And nicely, he's had a few of these tonight that have been spiked in front of the plate. And takes the double play out of order. They score that, the 3rd wild pitch. There was one earlier I think should have been a pass ball. 2-2, and a jam shot on the ground toward the middle. Reyes from short is there, fires to first in time. Nicely, really got in on Hibbert's bat handle there. It was listed as a changeup. And he punched it softly on the ground to short. Elmer shuffling in front of it, takes care of it.
Howe.
With 2 down, Ryan Howe, the hitter. Howe is struck out and flied out. Blue Crabs a 6-4 lead here in the 6th. First pitch, fastball. There's a called strike. Tomorrow night we'll have Eduardo Rivera against lefty Denson Hall. And then we head to Long Island for the weekend. Our final visit there. I mean, it's against your division foe, it's your last visit. There's the 0-1, and a check on a ball low. They appeal to first, no swing. They should have just given, like, the teams to a 3rd grade math class and said, here, these teams need to play each other this many, and they could have come up with a better schedule than what we've been handed. Now the 1-1, and it is a foul tip, I believe. Not much of a call, but Howe got checked swing and I guess made contact with it. One ball, 2 strikes. Thompson's still in the game. He's banging the weighted ball against the dugout wall. But they do have a reliever getting ready. Now nicely with the pitch. And it bounced in front of the plate again. Nunez stops another one. He's been pretty solid back there tonight. 2-2. It's been tested a lot. Nicely twice motions to go through the signs again. Now we're ready. This will be his 99th pitch. He kicks, he fires, and a swing and a miss. Got him on a high fastball to end the inning at 92. Maybe some frustration on that, his 7th strikeout of the night. But the Blue Crabs score 3 on the Harris home run. 3 hits, 1 runner left. And we'll go to the 7th tonight. Revs trailing again. It is 6-4.
People's Bank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at People's Bank Park, with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner with the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
Kids today, with Facebook, texting, TV, and video games, seems like fresh air and sunshine are things of the past. Remember playing catch, climbing trees, wholesome backyard fun? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care remembers, give them lush grass, healthy trees, the good old outdoors. American is baseball and apple pie. Kids have every reason to stay inside. Don't let your lawn be one of them. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. World-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Head of the 7th inning, Revs trail 6-4. Daryl Thompson still in. Revs will have Nunez, Perez, Reyes coming up. 9-1-2 tonight.
Leading off for York, the catcher, number 21, John Nunez.
Looking to answer back. They've done it once. Nunez 1 for 2. Thompson at 88 pitches, 66 strikes as we begin the latter third of this game. And the first pitch, just swinging a fly ball, cranked pretty well to deep right field. Hibbert backing up, stops on the track, and he's got room. He almost backed up a step too far, leans in and makes the play on the front of the warning track in deep right field. Nunez goes after the first.
Now the left fielder, number 2.
Hit it deep.
Perez.
350 feet, but here in Waldorf, that's where pitchers want it hit. Right field. It's 101.7 off the bat. Here's Jeffrey. He's 2 for 3. Singled and scored in the first. Bunted for a hit in the 5th. First pitch curveball is in for a strike. A tumbler, 66 miles an hour. On the wind and the 0-1. And it's down and away. Revs 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Blue Crabs 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Thompson kicks, delivers. It's down and in, made Jeffrey move his feet. Thompson, the grizzled vet, he was once part of a huge major league trade. Delivers and a swing and a foul tip. He was ready to bust it off the mound and play defense there. But Thompson, who's from La Plata, Maryland, just down the road, was drafted out of La Plata High School by the Montreal Expos in 2003. He fires, And a curveball missing in the dirt. And Perez works at full. A couple of weeks before the 06 deadline, a huge trade that he was part of. 3-2, and a swing, a ground ball back to Thompson. He snags it down to his left, pumps, and makes the throw to first. 2 away.
Now batting the shortstop, number 23, Albert Reyes.
The Reds traded Austin Kearns, Felipe Lopez, Ryan Wagner, all to the Nationals, and it was Thompson, lefty reliever Bill Bray, Royce Clayton, Brendan Harris, who would go on to play for Long Island, Gary Majeski, who went on to close games for Sugarland. They all went to the Nationals, or to the Reds, I should say, as Elmer Reyes takes a strike. And Thompson would get to the majors with the Reds a couple of times. Elmer 1 for 3, 2-run homer in the first inning, which spotted York a 2-0 lead at the time. Here's the 0-1, and a swing and a foul back and out of play. Thompson made 3 starts with Cincinnati in 2008, and then 1 relief outing in 2011. Couple shakeoffs, has the one he wants. Here's the 0-2 to Reyes, and he dots the outside corner. Strike 3 called. Strikeout number 901 for Darrell Thompson in the Atlantic League. It is his 11th tonight, almost doubling his previous season high. A 1-2-3 7th inning right after they took the lead. And it's stretch time here in Waldorf. Revs trailing 6-4.
York's biggest and best Independence Day celebration is back with the winning trifecta. Celebrate America's birthday with America's pastime, patriotic music, and the region's most spectacular fireworks. July 4 York, presented by Traditions Bank, combines the fun of a York Revolution game with the return of the York Symphony Orchestra and a dual fireworks display. Bring the family to the home of the York Revolution before the July 4 game for the free Planet Fitness judgment-free fun zone. Then the Revolution takes on the rival Lancaster Barnstormers at 4:30. Next, it's a free concert and sing-along by the York Symphony Orchestra and Chorus, presented by WellSpan Health. Finally, the grand finale, a free dual fireworks display presented by Gladfelder Insurance, launched from inside and outside the ballpark. Get your tickets today at July4York.com. That's July4York.com.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Celebrating 60 years. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
New FM signal, new website. Visit us online at 989WOYK.com and take us on the go. Download the new WOYK app today.
Six to 4, Southern Maryland leads. Go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Brett Degas is the new pitcher for York. This will be his 3rd appearance. Still have yet to see Carlos Ventura or Nick Green. Michael Baca leads off in a late swing. Yeah, welcome to facing Degas as he punches one foul to the right. That sinker at 94. That'll blow up some bats. Baca, ground out and a strikeout tonight. Degas is set, and the 0-1 is down and in. Another sinker at 94. see why he was in the majors last year. Fires, and it misses outside, a cutter at 89. He was great his first outing, 2 shutout innings. No hits. He fires, and a swing and a miss, a slider or a cutter at 90. And Sunday, Staten Island had 5 hits, 4 runs off of him in 1 inning, so he's looking to get back to the way that he pitched on Saturday night, or Friday night rather. Fires, and a swing and a foul tip at the plate. Revs in the past week adding 4 relievers. Degas, Tuck Tucker, Carlos Ventura, and Nick Green. The latter 2 still looking to get in. The pitch, swinging a fly ball, right field. JC coasting toward the line and reaches down toward his left hip and makes the grab over by the foul line. 1 away. And nicely tonight ends up going 6 innings.
Number 9, Jack Sundberg.
7 hits, 6 runs were all earned. 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. 99 pitches, 64 strikes. Now back to the top, and Jack Sundberg, who's 0 for 3 with 2 Ks, chokes up from the left. First pitch is just outside at 96. Twilight here in Waldorf, pitch from Degas. It is a breaking ball strike as it sharply hooks across. It's in the majors last year with Texas and Arizona. Fires, and a backdoor hook called strike. He's got some nasty stuff. He's ahead 1-2. 50 innings in the majors last year, 47 appearances. He fires, and a ground ball, second base. Kenley's got it, takes his time, throws to first, 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 12, Michael Romansky.
Well, here's Michael Wolanski, who's 1 for 2, a double, a walk, and 2 runs scored. And we need a timeout. Ball loose from the Blue Crab bullpen, coming in behind Franco at third. The first pitch, and it's a breaking ball called strike. And Degas last year made the Rangers opening day roster. Originally was in the Dodgers system, getting to Double-A. He fires, and it's on the outside, a fastball for strike 2. That one at 95. Got a nice, quick, compact delivery. 6'2", 190. 24-year-old righty fires. And it's on the outside corner, strike 3 called. 95 again. And Degas marches off. Back in form tonight with a 1-2-3 inning in the 7th. And we'll go to the 8th. Southern Maryland still on top by a score of 6-4.
This is Revolution Manager Mark Mason. I love a great local neighborhood bar, and no matter what night of the week, Racehorse Tavern in Thomasville has something for you. Great food, fantastic bartenders, and ice-cold beer every night. Acoustic acts on Saturday and Sunday afternoons in our Four Seasons patio from 3 to 6. We've even got various fundraising events throughout the year and are a proud sponsor of 5 York City softball teams and the York Revolution, where you can come in as a stranger and leave feeling like family. The Racehorse Tavern, 738 North Beesicker Road in Thomasville. For more info, visit online at racehorsetavern.com.
Many ancient cultures believed our feet to be the source of well-being. In fact, from the moment humankind first stood upright, our feet have been our most fundamental connection with the earth. At Flying Feet, we strive to strengthen that connection with a selection of summer footwear that are fashionably appealing, orthopedically correct, and most importantly, comfortable. Flying Feet. Since we introduced them, OOFOS has been the hottest brand of thongs, slides, and clogs on the market. Lightweight and fashionable, OOF foam technology absorbs 37% more impact than traditional foam footwear materials. Less stress on your feet and joints means OOFOS all-day comfort. Now Flying Feet introduces New Sole. These American-made thongs and slides are soft, lightweight, and super comfortable. Their supportive footbed addresses a variety of foot ailments. New soles are especially good for water fun as they float, are non-porous, and slip-resistant. See all of the men's and women's styles available for your summer fun at Flying Feet. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. 1511 Mount Rose Avenue behind Domino's Pizza, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Head of the eighth, Revs down 6-4. It's about to get real. They are facing Endris Briseño in relief. And he has been a lights-out setup man again. Briseño this year 4-0 with a 1.05 ERA in 24 outings. 11 holds, 2 saves, nothing blown. 25 and 2/3 innings, just 12 hits. Opponents hitting 136. And in 25 and 2/3 innings, he's struck out 42. Walking just 12. And he comes in with a 2-run lead in relief of Thompson, who went 7. Bent but did not break tonight. He allowed 9 hits, 4 runs. But walked none and struck out 11. 98 pitches, 73 were strikes, just 25 balls all night. Encarnacion will lead off, 0 for 3 tonight with 2 punch-outs. 0 for 6 in this series after the red-hot display previously. First pitch is a fastball for a strike. Kenley and Franco will follow. It's a 2-run game. Here's the 0-1, and it misses high out of the stretch from big 6'5" righty. That fastball at 96. He brings it too. Revs have gotten 1 unearned run against him in 1 inning this year. Pitch, it is high at 97. You wonder why he's still here. He was lights out last year and maybe better this year. The 2-1 and a swing and a liner the other way and right. Hibbert starts in, has to hit the brakes, and he's there waiting on it. Makes the catch for out number 1. Hard hit, left the bat at 105.7, but right at the right fielder. Revs down to their last 5 outs tonight. Here is Kenley, who's 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. First pitch, breaking ball, it's down low. I think he threw all fastballs to JC, but he's got a nasty slider as well. He starts Kenley off with that, but missed with it. There's the 1-0. Fastball, swing and a miss. Briseño last year had a 1.87 ERA. This year, 1.05. he fires, and a swing and a foul tip to the backstop. Former starter in the Tigers system, only got as high as high A, though. 10 years in Detroit's system, a native of Venezuela. Get you a check on scores from elsewhere here momentarily. Around the League brought to you by Wolf's Bus Lines. Pitch, swing and a miss. High heat, and that's out number 2. Earlier today, Lancaster lost in Lexington 11-10 in 10 innings. Barnstormers tied it in the 9th to force extras, but they had a 7-1 lead get away, giving up 6 in the 6th. Genome's lead in Gastonia, 11-2 in the 7th. The Honey Hunters perhaps are hungover. Staten Island on top of Long Island 5-1 as they go to the 8th. And High Point up 6-1 in the 7th at Charleston. Here's Franco, and he swings and taps a foul first base side. Franco tonight 2 for 3, 2 doubles, RBI, run scored. On base streak up to 41. So High Point eliminated from first half contention last night, but at the moment they would be the top wild card team. Obviously there's second half titles ahead as well. As Franco swings and misses, a slider. But if you're wondering, the wild card standings, High Point, then Long Island 2.5 back, then the Genome 6 back, and the Rebs 7 back. The Rebs 4.5 behind Long Island for a potential second one. But they'll be going for a second half title first as Briseño misses high and tight. And then plenty of time to climb the standings in the other categories if needed. Rebs 23-17 since May 13th, turning things around. 1-2, and a swing and a miss. Fastball, and Briseño goes 1-2-3 in the 8th. A hard hit line out, and then 2 strikeouts. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th tonight in Waldorf. Rebs still trailing 6-4.
With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement with Fast Signs. There are 1,000,001 possibilities to power your business visibility. Achieve more than you ever thought possible with Fast Signs.
Named one of the best advisors in the state and the country, Kevin Smith and the team of Smith Wealth Advisory Group can help you develop a customized retirement income plan. As specialists in retirement planning, they will guide you on Social Security, pension choices, 401k and retirement plan rollovers, required minimum distributions, taxation, and optimal distribution strategies. For all your retirement planning needs, contact one of the nation's best, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, located right here in York. Jenny Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Drunk driving prevention is a priority at Anheuser-Busch. You can't drive drunk if you don't drive there. Encourage friends to sign the Decide to Ride petition on DecideToRide.com. Brought to you by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, Uber, Brewery Products, and WOYK. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Can't get enough of the birds? Sports Radio 98.9 and 1350 WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from The Athletic Baltimore. Exclusive in-depth interviews, plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball and the birds every Monday at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
At the bottom of the 8th inning, we'll see the debut of Carlos Ventura, 6'4" righty. through a side session for the Revs at Staten Island, and May selecting to sign him. We're just waiting on Jared Walker to get in the box. It took forever to get up there. Ventura ready to go. He'll go from the stretch. Hard-throwing righty fires, and a first pitch fastball. Looked good, but is called a ball. Yeah, that was a strike. 92 at the top of the zone, but didn't get it. Walker 1 for 2, single walk, 2 runs scored tonight. Pitch, and it misses high. Blue Crabs have Matt Latos getting ready, of course. On the 2-0. Oh, nailed him in the back of the legs. 91 right to the back of the legs. Smack. And Walker is on to lead off the bottom of the 8th.
Number 14, David Perez.
That could not have felt good. Here is David Harris. So Ventura a little wild here out of the gates. He will turn 25 on Saturday. Native of La Vega, Dominican Republic, now lives in New York. First pitch to Harris is taken high. Harris 3 for 3 tonight. Infield hit, bloop RBI hit, and a game-turning 3-run homer in the 6th, giving him 4 RBIs in the game. The Revs missed him the first time. He was banged up. Swings here, foul tips one back, and it's a ball and a strike. Back in 2017, he was the Frontier League's MVP. And I always got a kick out of it last year because James Harris did the same thing, I think the year after, as David Harris foul tips one to the screen. But they're not related, but they were MVPs back-to-back years in the same league with the same last name. David Harris had 4 years in the Blue Jays system, getting to high A. There's the 1-2, and he swings and bounces one to second. Kenley has to wait for the hop, dumps it to Elmer, who spins and fires, not in time at first. They do get the lead out. And Harris on in the fielder's choice, but officially retired for the first time tonight. 4-6 on the out at second.
First baseman, number 10. Joe Deluca.
Revs in the 9th will have Lean, Herrera, and Kenley due up. Latos will be trying to save a second straight night. Here is switch hitting Joe Deluca, who will now bat from the left. Apparently Harris needs a moment to stretch out at first base. Might have felt something going up the line. But he'll stay in. Nightfall is beginning to set in here. Deluca 0 for 2 with a sac fly to deep right back in the 4th. Ventura with the pitch, a swing and a miss. Fastball at 91. Ventura had previously been in the Diamondbacks system. At the rookie levels of their organization. He fires, and it misses high. I helped get him into the ballpark at Staten Island. He was coming back from, well, where else? Starbucks, one of the days that it was actually open on the waterfront. And Ventura and his crew were there as he gets a swing and a miss here, fastball. they're like, how do we get in? We're looking for polo. He does have a big slider. He's thrown mostly all fastballs so far. 1 on, 1 out, bottom 8. Trying to keep it a 2-run game. The pitch, it is a slider, and Deluca fouls it right down off his foot. That's the first look they've gotten at that pitch, and he was way early and chopped it straight down. Deluca at AAA Louisville to start the year, then Class A Dayton in the red system, and back here where he spent last year. Pitch, swinging a foul tip to the net, and it stays 1-2. Last year he hit .304 for the Crabs with 16 home runs. He ended the year on a 16-game hitting streak. Led the league in games caught 105 out of the 120, and played in 115. Here's a breaking ball and a called third strike. And Ventura showcases that slider a couple of times in that at-bat. Strikes out Deluca looking. 2 down here in the 8th, and now they will get David Harris out of the game as they send Ian Yetzko down to first base to pinch run. He jogs off on his own, but they won't take a chance with him. Here's Raul Shah, who's 2 for 3. RBI single in the 4th. Ventura with the pitch. There's a breaking ball, and it's a good one. Called strike. That time a slower, big curveball. Slider's been around 78. That curve at 71. It's a pretty good mix of speeds. There's the 0-1. Fastball away. That one at 93. Revs down 6-4 here in the 8th. The 1-1, and a swing, a ground ball rolled to short. Elmer waits on it, gloves, fires to first, and a scoreless 8th inning for Carlos Ventura in his Revs debut. Nelly gives him the ball. And the Revs will try to piece together a 9th inning comeback. Down 2 against Latos for a second straight night. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. And we're going to the 9th. Revs trail 6-4.
WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. We are here for professional athletes, athletes in training, and the weekend warrior. We're the official sports medicine provider for the York Revolution, the York Suburban Trojans, and your weekend tennis team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
York's biggest and best Independence Day celebration is back with the winning trifecta. Celebrate America's birthday with America's pastime, patriotic music, and the region's most spectacular fireworks. July 4 York, presented by Traditions Bank, combines the fun of a York Revolution game with the return of the York Symphony Orchestra and a dual fireworks display. Bring the family to the home of the York Revolution before the July 4 game for the free Planet Fitness judgment-free fun zone. Then the Revolution takes on the rival Lancaster Barnstormers at 4:30. Next, it's a free concert and sing-along by the York Symphony Orchestra and Chorus, presented by WellSpan Health. Finally, the grand finale, a free dual fireworks display presented by Glatfelder Insurance, launched from inside and outside the ballpark. Get your tickets today at July4York.com. That's July4York.com.
With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything. be anything. So make your statement with Fast Signs. Stop in today or visit fastsigns.com.
You're on York's home for Sixers basketball. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
This is Jack Kenley. You're listening to the York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the ninth, last chance for the Revs tonight. It's Matt Latos again. Last night a 1-2-3 save, his league-leading 17th. The Revs with Lean, Herrera, and Kenley coming up. Down 6-4 tonight.
Leading off for York, the center fielder, number 6, Connor Lean.
This would snap a streak of 5 straight series without a series loss. 4 wins, 1 split. 10-4 in those 5 coming into this series. I lost 2-0 last night, down 6-4 tonight. First pitch to Lean, a swing and a foul tip to the backstop. He goes after the first one. 0 for 3 tonight with 2 Ks. Latos got him swinging last night. Latos leads the league in saves by 5. 17 for 20. High leg kick, delivers, and a splitter tumbles straight down through the zone for strike 2. 1-2 with a 4.09 ERA. Short step to the windup, delivers, and a swing and a foul tip back. And it's also a deceptive delivery. There's a little hitch in it. Peers over the tip of his glove menacingly. He nods yes. Strides home, and it's down and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Blue Crabs have won 3 of the first 4 this year against York. Here's the 1-2, and a swing and a ground ball rolled to short. Up the middle, Baca scoops, fires overhand, and just in time. Lean was busting it as hard as he could, just nipped him at first, and he made it close. Baca does not have a strong arm, and it reminds you of like a David Eckstein who had to overcome that by having a quick transfer and release, charge the ball more. And Lean did his best to get there. Baca just nipped him. Here's Josue Herrera with 1 away. Latos to the plate, swing and a miss, splitter on the ground. Herrera 1 for 3, RBI single in the 6th, which gave the Revs the lead at the time. They tried to extend the lead when Kenley doubled. Herrera thrown out at the plate. Here's a splitter that tumbles down for a strike. And then the next half inning, the Blue Crabs for Daryl Thompson got the lead back immediately. First 2 reached, and David Harris hit 3-run homer. Here's the 0-2, and a swing and a foul back off the netting. Revs went 7-5 on that 12-game road trip, and 4-1 on the homestand, staring at an 0-2 start to this trip. Another 0-2, and another foul back to the net. Herrera hanging tough. We will join the Phillies in progress, trailing Atlanta 3-1 in the 7th right now. Basketball loose from the court behind the center field fence. Sundberg will go retrieve it. Another 2-strike pitch to Herrera, and it's down and in. He backs away. Couple 2-strike fouls already. He's up there in battle mode. Latos, the wind, he deals, and a swing and a miss. Fastball at 91, in on Herrera, who's down and swinging. The Revs have struck out now 14 times tonight. And down to their last out.
Now batting the second baseman, number 9, Jack Kenley.
And that is a season high for strikeouts by the team. Here's Jack Kenley, 1 for 3 with a double. Latos the pitch. It is down low. If Kenley can get on, John Nunez would be next. Revs have out hit the Crabs 9-7, but down 2 in the run column as Latos missed the inside corner, 2-0. Back to his windup, fires, and it's over for a strike. Latos, 15th year pro, 11 years in the majors. He deals, and it's down in the dirt. Kenley lays off. Last year, he was 24 for 25 in saves, had a 2.76 ERA. Third year with Southern Maryland. Now fires and a swing and a bouncer foul, first base side, and the Revs tonight down to their last strike. Three and 2. Pitch to Kenley. He swings and he grounds it foul down past the bag at first. Deluca gloving it in foul ground. Will do it again. Latos was the league's reliever of the year in 2019. Well, has his sign, another full count offering. And it misses low. And Kenley is on to extend the game, a 2-out walk. Latos asking where it missed. And John Nunez up next will try to prolong the game.
Number 21, John Nunez.
Nunez tonight has swung it well, 1 for 3, singled early and then flied out deep to right last time. Got good wood on it again. Ball that would have been a home run in many parks. First pitch here is high. The other thing, if nothing else, Latos pitched last night. He's getting up to the 20-pitch mark tonight. If nothing else, you have a chance to make him unavailable tomorrow night. Make him work as much as you can and see where it all ends up. 1-0. It's over the outer half, a called strike. Latos in 2019 at one time had 9 straight perfect innings, 14 straight no-hit innings. As Nunez backs away, this was his first year in the league. Had 20 straight scoreless innings at one point that year. Now Latos backs off. On the stretch. 1-1 to Nunez, and a swing and a foul tip to the netting. Once again, the Revs down to their last strike. They do have the tying run at the plate, trailing 6-4 here in the ninth. Latos the stretch. And delivers, and a swing and a rip right side base hit. Kenley at second. He will scoot around on his way to third. Hibbert throws it to the shortstop who cuts it. And the tying run is on. Nunez with his second hit of the night. Pulls a ground single through the hole.
Now batting the left fielder, number 2.
And it's first and third for Jeffrey Perez. Revs not done yet. Kenley a close take, got on with the 2-out walk, and now Nunez singles behind in the count. Now we go to the top of the order, and Jeffrey Perez, who's had a good night, 2 for 4, including a bunt hit. Wolanski up to the edge at third. First pitch is inside, breaking ball missing. Latos will walk behind the mound. He's now up to 23 pitches tonight. Tying run is Nunez at first. 1-0. Fastball called strike. If Jeffrey can keep it alive, the hot-hitting Elmer Reyes is on deck. 1-1 pitch, and it is low. That was the split. Revs now with 10 hits on the night. Latos ready. Here's the 2-1. And a swing and a pop-up. Foul ground. Away from third and into the stands with Wolanski and Baca giving chase, but halfway up into the seats. It's 2-2. And again, for a third straight hitter, the Revs are down to their last strike. Latos has now thrown 26 pitches here tonight. Latos ready again. 2-2 to Jeffrey, and a swing and a ground ball foul past the first base bag. Deluca went crawling into a half dive just in case, but it was foul. Man, if Perez could turn on it hard and rip it past Deluca like that, but that won't be easy. He's holding Nunez at first. Almost doubles as guarding the line. Wolanski at third as well, off the line. Now another 2-2, and a swing and a ground ball right side. It's a base hit! Kenley scores! Nunez going for third. It's 6-5 here in the ninth. Jeffrey Perez with his third hit of the night. And the Revs have had 3 straight reach with 2 outs. It's a 1-run game, and the tying run 90 feet away.
Shortstop number 23, Elmer Reyes.
Elmer Reyes will get a chance. Perez grounding it past the diving Shaw, who dove toward the hole from second, couldn't reach it. Great base running from Nunez, who goes first to third. And it's first and third for Elmer. And there goes Jeffrey. First pitch is down and away. Howe fakes the throw and holds it. And Perez steals his 8th, and now a base hit could put the Revs in front. It's our Harvey's Rental Steal of the Game. Visit Harvey's for all your steel product needs in York. Reyes 1 for 4 tonight, 2-run homer in the first. And now the 1-0. Swing and a fly ball toward the line in right. It's falling near the line. It is just foul. Down toward the Revs bullpen. And had that landed fair, the Revs would have had the lead. Hanging in the air, Hibbert wasn't going to get there. Shallow near the line in right. Reyes, a slow break out of the box. He, I think, knew it was foul when he hit it, but started to go when it was hanging close. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now Latos ready and to the plate, and it bounces, and Howe makes a game-saving block off the chest protector. On Latos' 31st pitch, it's 2-1. Nunez, the tying run at third. Jeffrey after the stolen base, the go-ahead run at second. That's why it was big for Nunez to be able to go first to third, obviously. Other than just the tying run being that close. Here's the 2-1. And a swing and a pop foul straight back, and Elmer upset with himself. He chased a ball high. And it's 2-2, and for the 4th consecutive hitter, the Revs are down to their last strike. 6-5 here in the 9th inning. Now Latos is ready. And the 2-2, swinging a bouncing ball over the mound. It's got a chance. It is going to tie the game. Baca barehands it, does not have a play. And this game is tied at 6. Here with 2 outs in the 9th inning. Elmer Reyes, a game-tying infield single. And he chopped it right over Latos, and Baca came into bare hand and had no play. And the Revs, who had the bases empty with 2 outs, have had 4 straight reach. All down to their last strike, and they have scratched across 2 runs to tie it. And here is Encarnacion. It's 1st and 3rd. Go-ahead run is Jeffrey at 3rd, and a swing and a miss on a splitter for strike 1. On Latos' 34th pitch. There will not be a 7th win for Daryl Thompson tonight. And instead, it's Latos' 4th blown save of the year. Thompson had been in line for win number 83 in his Crabs career. The pitch, it is foul tipped to the backstop. On a high fastball, it's now 0-2. Elmer Reyes, his 3rd RBI of the night. A chopper over Latos into no man's land. And Latos just dropped his hands to his knees in disbelief. Now the stretch, the 0-2 to JC, and a swing and a miss. He got him on a cutter away. And the Revs unable to take the lead, but they do tie it up. Revs scored twice in the 9th against the league leader in saves. And they do it on 4 straight 2-out runners reaching, 3 straight 2-out hits. 2 men left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. And it looks like Nick Howard coming in, trying to force extra innings. We are tied at 6.
Comfort and convenience await you at the newly renovated 4 Points by Sheraton York, situated in the suburb of historic downtown York. Our hotel provides easy access to popular local attractions, including the Harley-Davidson Factory, the York Fairgrounds, Hershey Park, the Gettysburg Battlefield, and Lancaster Amish Country. Unwind in our spacious hotel rooms featuring plush beds,
complimentary high-speed Wi-Fi, and other home-like amenities. Head to our on-site restaurant and lounge, Trios, to enjoy delicious American cuisine or an evening cocktail. Keep up with your exercise routine while traveling by using our family-friendly hotel's fitness center and the largest indoor heated pool in York. We also feature flexible meeting space for memorable events. The combination of modern accommodations, excellent service, and a great location will make your stay at 4 Points by Sheraton, York.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
You just never know. That's why they play the games, right? Revs get off the mat, down to their last out, their last strike, 4 straight reach, and they tie it against Latos. 6-6, and Nick Howard comes on here in the bottom of the 9th. Trying to force extra innings. Matt Hibbert will lead things off. 0 for 3 tonight, 7-8-9 due. First pitch fastball is right there for a strike. Blue Crab dugout arguing the strike zone, I think. Nicely gets a no decision as well. The pitch, swinging a foul against the netting at 96. And this will be eye-opening for the Blue Crabs to face Howard for the first time. ERA for Nick down to 2.45. Now fires, and it is up and in. Now fires, and a line drive base hit center field, a slider. And Hibbert went out and got it and lines it into center to lead off the 9th. And he can run. He is 6 for 6 in steals. The bottom 3 in the order had been a combined 0 for 9. And Hibbert is the first of that bunch to reach. A leadoff single, Ryan Howe the hitter now. Howe go for 3 with 2 strikeouts, and they might ask him to bunt. Does not have a sacrifice this year. He does square, and the first one is high. With Nelly in particular charging hard from first, but Franco coming in as well. Blue Crabs tonight, a pair of 3-run innings in the 4th and 6th. The Revs just got their 3rd 2-run inning to tie it. 1-0. It's in the dirt, and Nunez makes the pick on the backhand, but Howard falls behind 2-0 with Howe offering to give them an out. Howard in his 11th outing. Looks over at first, comes set. Here's the 2-0. It's a little high. Boy, you'd hate to walk a guy that's giving himself up. And Howard will bump the rosin bag off his fist a few times. There's the stretch, the 3-0. He squares. And it's in for a strike. Doug McFarland's strike call made me laugh. Howard ready. 3-1, he squares, and he bunts it in the air. Foul, and Nunez makes a great grab and hangs on to it, going onto the warning track over by the first base on deck area. He went scrambling full tilt, up out of his squat, laid out, and held on as he rolled over onto the warning track. What a great play for out number 1. And Howe's bunt attempt is unsuccessful. Nunez has had a great night defensively behind the plate. Here's Michael Baca, who's 0 for 3. And now you might see Hibbert try to run. Again, 6 for 6 in steals. First pitch, Baca swings and flies it to center field. Lean comes in, it's shallow, he's there, makes the grab. And that is out number 2. Baca out on 1 pitch.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 9, Jack Sundberg.
And now the top of the order, Jack Sundberg, who's 0 for 4 tonight with 2 strikeouts. Degas and Ventura each with scoreless innings. Howard now trying to send it to the 10th. The first pitch to Sundberg, a fastball, just missed. No, it didn't. That was right down the middle. That's terrible. Sundberg's 5'11", he's not 4'11". That was right down the middle. There's the 1-0. And a slider breaks in and missed. Tied at 6. Bottom of the 9th. Howard ready. Kicks and delivers. And a swing and a line drive. Base hit into center. Hibbert to second. Lean will charge in and get to it on a hop, holding him at second. Sundberg singles to center. The winning run moves to scoring position. First and second with good speed on.
Michael Wolanski.
Yeah, here is Michael Wolanski. Tonight, Wolanski 1 for 3, a double, a walk, and 2 runs scored. And after hitting 200 with Long Island, he's hit 359 with Southern Maryland. 442 here at home. And 429 with men in scoring position. First pitch is high. Slider. And now a single could end it with Hibbert's speed. Revs outfield playing in a step or two. Howard the 1-0. And a check on a slider away. They will not appeal it. Wolanski is PO'd. The plate ump, Doug McFarling, said that he went. And it's a ball and a strike. Wolanski saying, why would you not ask for help on that? Or something to that effect. Now Howard, the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Another slider. Nunez spun around. I wonder if he got hit on the backswing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ready and fires, and a swing and a line drive, base hit, right field, and Southern Maryland wins it. Down the line in right, it went all the way to the wall, and the Blue Crabs will chase. Michael Wolanski out by shortstop. He wins it with a walk-off hit to right, and it's a 7-6 final in the bottom of the 9th. Being chased with Gatorade, ice water, and all the works. And after the Revs tied it with 2 outs in the 9th, the Blue Crabs win it with 2 outs in the 9th. And a 7-6 final score here from Regency Furniture Stadium tonight. Michael Wilansky, a rejuvenated man with his new team, sends the Blue Crabs home with a 27th home win in 32 home games. And the Revs' streak of 5 straight unbeaten series comes to an end as they've dropped the first 2 on this road trip. And they fall tonight by a final score of 7-6 here at Regency Furniture Stadium. And I believe a Blue Crab staff member's dog just celebrated the win by defecating on the field. That's kind of what we're all thinking right now. Revs dropped the first 2 here in Waldorf. A spirited comeback in the 9th, but they fall in the bottom half. 7-6 the final. Stay tuned. Post-game show is coming up next.
Dickey's Barbecue Pit is known for slow, smoked quality meats that make your taste buds grin from ear to ear. We queued it up to a whole new level by adding beer and wine to our menu, and there aren't many combinations better than mouth-watering brisket and ice-cold beer. So come visit us over at West Manchester Town Center to get your fix of both. Dickey's, the best way to cue the day with legit Texas barbecue. Visit us at dickeys.com.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services. In good times and bad, we provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural home buyers, agribusiness, and rural infrastructure providers. As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit, supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more at farmcredit.com.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Revs fall tonight here at Southern Maryland. 7-6 is the final in a walk-off defeat. They tie it with 2 outs in the 9th, but Southern Maryland wins it in their half. Daryl Henry with you as we welcome you to the post-game show, brought to you in part by Brewery Products and their Decide to Ride campaign. You can sign the pledge form online, get home safely every time. It's online at decidetoride.com. And the Revs tonight suffering their 6th walk-off loss of the season. They've only had 2 walk-off wins. And it was Michael Wilansky's game-winning double with 2 outs in the 9th inning to finish it off. Matt Latos faltering a win after suffering his 4th blown save. And we recap things tonight. It was a great start to the game as the Revs facing all-time wins, innings, and strikeout leader in Atlantic League history, Darrell Thompson. They jumped in front 2-0. 2 batters in as Elmer Reyes parked a home run to left in the first inning. And it stayed that way as Thompson settled down until the 6th. And Austin Nicely was sharp, facing the minimum through the first 3. But in the bottom of the 4th inning, Southern Maryland rallied and scored 3 to go on top. And with 1 out, Wilansky walked. Jared Walker singled. David Harris, a bloop RBI single to right center for the first run. And later, Joe DeLuca, a sac fly, and Raul Shah, an RBI single to right, gave the Blue Crabs a 3-2 lead. The Revs came back in the 6th, scoring twice to take a 4-3 lead. Nelly Rodriguez doubled to left center with 1 out, scored when Carlos Franco did the same. Franco, by the way, his league-leading 64th RBI, but also extending his on-base streak to 41 consecutive games tonight, 4 away from Nate Espy's franchise record. And then with 2 outs after Thompson's 10th strikeout of the night, Josue Herrera singled into right center, scoring Franco to give the Revs a 4-3 lead. But in the bottom of the 6th, it was short-lived as Wolanski doubled, Walker walked, and David Harris cracked a 3-run homer to left, giving him his 3rd hit and a total of 4 RBIs on the night, and the Blue Crabs a 6-4 lead. Stayed that way until the 9th as Degas and Ventura went scoreless innings out of the Revs bullpen. And meanwhile, Darryl Thompson, one last inning in the 7th, went 1-2-3 and finished with his 11th strikeout. And then Briseño 1-2-3 in the 8th with 2 strikeouts. And Latos in the 9th got the first 2 hitters, but then 4 straight, who were all down to their last strike, all reached. Jack Kenley walked on a close one that he took low. John Nunez singled to right, made it 1st and 3rd. Jeffrey Perez singled to right to make it a 1-run game, and with Nunez able to make it to 3rd base on that base hit, and set it up for Jeffrey to steal 2nd in a 1st and 3rd situation, which he did. And then Elmer Reyes bounced one over Latos and into no man's land in front of short for the game-tying infield hit. And the Revs, in stunning fashion, had tied things at 6-6. But Latos struck out Encarnacion, leaving runners at 1st and 3rd. And then in the bottom of the 9th inning, Nick Howard did get ahead of Matt Hibbert. But again, Southern Maryland, they don't have a lot of power on this team, but a lot of guys that make contact, and Hibbert behind in the count. He's only a 202 hitter for the year, but reached out and got one and a slider and poked it into center for a leadoff single. Then Howe had the failed bunt try where Nunez made a great sprawling grab on it in foul territory. They got Baca to fly out, but then with 2 outs, Jack Sundberg singled to center, made it 1st and 2nd. And got Wolanski to the plate, and he came through with the walk-off double down the line in right to finish this one off tonight, 7-6. Southern Maryland with the win improves to 45-16, the league's best record, and now 27-5 at home. That's incredible. The Revs fall to 27-32 overall for the year, and now 1-4. Against Southern Maryland. They'll try to avoid the sweep tomorrow night. Your Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group player of the game here this evening. I guess Wolanski with the walk-off winner and his double in the 6th inning immediately created the answer for the Blue Crabs after the Revs had taken one of their leads. So we'll give it to him. David Harris had a big night, obviously, as well. Your Shipley Energy power play of the game. Elmer Reyes, the 2-run homer in the 1st inning against Thompson, had put the Revs on top early, but Southern Maryland, it's uncanny, and I'm sure there's something to it. Psychologically, it seems like when Thompson does get touched for early runs, they have quite the knack for coming back, which they did twice tonight, and then answering back in the tie game and winning it in the 9th inning. Your totals tonight for the Revs: 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They stranded 6. For the Blue Crabs, 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors, and they leave 5. They only gave Wolanski a single on that walk-off winner, but at any rate, the win goes to Latos. He's 2-2. The loss to Nick Howard, 0-1. Time of the game, 2 hours, 49 minutes, and played in front of 1,996 here at Regency Furniture Stadium tonight. Well, the Revs will try to avoid the sweep tomorrow before busing to Long Island overnight. Tomorrow we're on at 6:15 once again. We'll have part 2 of our interview with Josh Martin tomorrow night on the pregame, so tune in for that. It's a 6:35 first pitch as Eduardo Rivera faces Denson Hall tomorrow night, and we hope you can join us then. Right now, we'll join the Phillies and the Braves in progress for the 9th inning. Phillies down 4-1. We do owe you one last look at the Atlantic League scores tonight, and most things are final. The Genomes leading at Gastonia 11-2 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Everything else is final. Lancaster earlier blew a big lead, losing in 10 at Lexington 11-10 in a day game. Staten Island beats Long Island 5-1 tonight, and High Point a 6-1 win in Charleston. Those are the other Atlantic League games, and we'll save the majors since we're joining the Phillies in the 9th inning coming up. They trail the Braves 4-1. But again, we'll be back with you tomorrow night from Southern Maryland. 6:15 is our airtime, and we hope you can join us then. Until then, Darrell Henry saying so long from Waldorf. Once again, the final score tonight, it's the Blue Crabs 7 and the Revs 6. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 6:15 for the pregame show right here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Thank you for listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. Catch the Revs all season on York's only place for local sports. Tune in 20 minutes before first pitch for a trip to the clubhouse with player interviews and the manager, Mark Mason, every game. Listen throughout the day for the Revs Report and check out 989WOYK.com for highlights and features on York's pro team. York Revolution Baseball all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Now we return to our regularly scheduled programming already in progress on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.